There we go.
Oh, would you look at that?
We made it.
We are here.
I know why. Let me try this.
We have officially made it into internet land this evening.
Right? Took long enough.
You're not telling me nothing I don't know.
You took forever, Bam. Damn, come on.
Okay, dude, you text me at 5:15 and said you want to go live. I said when? You said soon. Okay, soon to me, 20 minutes tops. Soon to you, 3 hours later.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. So
buttons.
We'll see how this YouTube thing is going to be.
Well, that'll be interesting. It will be interesting, my friend.
Do a little bit of sharing here and there.
Gypsy Rose Lee.
We got our first warm body in here.
Saz and Kelly. Foman. Or FOMO. Jennifer. Christopher. We got the Urs in. The Urs have made it. Hello, me.
Christopher.
Me.
Jennifer.
Me. Hello, June. Orca. Always liked orcas.
Orcas? Did you say?
Orcas. Yeah, they're beautiful creatures.
All right, sharing one more spot.
It's not my fault. Well, then whose fault is it? Okay, blame me. Throw me under the bus. I'm good with that.
Good evening, y'all. Orca. I think I remember who that is. Somebody told
Hello,
me.
Elish.
Yeah, Elish. Long time. Kelly. It's not my fault.
That's what I just said. Where the hell were you?
FOMO 143. Glad you're here.
St. Martinez.
Okay, so
buttons.
Yeah. If you're looking on Facebook, you're going to miss out because
we're YouTube only tonight.
YouTube only. And I've been telling everybody it's going to be like that. It's going to be a more permanent thing that way. So, without further to do, because I know you got to get out of here in a little while.
Yeah. Some of us have to get our 45 hours of beauty sleep.
So,
hello,
there
Jibilla.
were a few videos made today. Let me find which one I want to play here.
Dead Butterfly Project. That was actually a good movie. If I remember right, that was Ashton Kutcher in that.
He did a movie called The Butterfly Effect.
That's what it was.
Okay, there was one at... Okay, what do you want to do here? There's 3 videos for today.
Okay.
25 minutes, 37 minutes, and an hour and a half.
Well, let's take the hour and a half off the table. And then we'll go with the 37-minute one.
Party pooper. All right, well, let's start in chronological order. How's that?
Okay.
This is a 2-part video, part 1 of 1, and then part 2 of 2. 1 of 2, and then 2 of 2. So,
hello,
let
silly.
me put this on the screen and get this ready, and let's just get rolling.
Well, Gypsy, I just don't roll out of bed looking this pretty. I mean, it takes a lot of work.
Marta Martinez, hey Naya.
What's up, punk? Hey,
Kelly, that butterfly, silly smile, Night Punk, Traveling Teresa. JV, I appreciate you. Just need to catch up a little bit. Believe me, I find it lately boring, extremely.
Sometimes she is.
But it's been
Hi, Lanaya.
requested a lot. And Bam, what's the magic words when a customer requests something?
Oh, the customer's always right.
You got to give them what they want sometimes. It's not permanent, but if it gets like that, repetitive and boring, the same old stuff. Yeah, it's
Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I mean, with Vanessa, she's not like a fine wine because she doesn't get better with age, but she is like you can only take so much and then you got to walk away. You need a break occasionally.
Yeah, you need one of those mental health breaks. And I'll call it that. That's why I had my little hiatus.
Well, and she's not that bad. She's just a little on the annoying side, especially when she starts bullying people and cutting them down and treating them like a pile of dog crap. That's when I start having an issue with her.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Ready? 37 minutes.
Do it
from today. Welcome everyone. So I gotta fast forward a little bit already.
She's talking.
That's what I'm doing. She ain't talking.
Hello. Hello, Miss Victoria. How are you? Gloria Romo, how are you?
Hello, Miss Vanessa. How are you? I'm glad you can make it tonight.
It's hot again outside.
No shit. You're in Texas. Boy, she's brilliant. She's brilliant.
She's a meteorologist now, right?
I kind of like that one movie. It's about a 30% chance it's raining out.
Court's on the 24th.
Okay. I just want to.
Court is on the 24th.
I want to clarify some things really quickly.
Wednesday.
I've never told this, but I'm going to kind of like say it just, in order for me to say something detailed about anything that really happened to me, I have to really sit down and spend like an hour with you without any distractions, without, the outside world like this, So if you go to the video that I shared just below this video, you're going to see the last video. Hello, my name is Vanessa the Hirina, coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. Mm-hmm. If you go to the last video that I shared, it's a video from a year and a half ago.
Oh.
It was the day before, it was December the 23rd. And 12 hours later, I was kidnapped. And then I was taken hostage.
Oh.
And I was tortured.
I'm sorry.
If I wasn't kidnapped, then why are they charging people with aggravated kidnapping?
Has anybody been charged?
If I wasn't kidnapped.
People were charged, but the case is closed.
Oh, so they
the
just
case,
closed the case and dropped everything.
The case is closed and colder than a witch's tit.
Oh, okay. In a breast bra?
There you go.
Okay.
In February.
Oh, yeah. That's cold.
Okay. All right. So what happened to me on that day? And the minute that I start seeing hateful people, I'm just going to go ahead and
block
turn
party
off the comments. So I'm sorry for anybody that can't say anything positive, but believe me, once they start coming over here, they don't stop. So let me get my computer ready in case I have to do that. 1 second.
Okay, you do that. Okay. Are you ready now?
I'm just going to connect to the hotspot.
Okay, you connect. We're hanging on your every whim.
There's a couple of people who do their live shows from their car.
John Allen and the hizzy.
Like all the time. Like, what's up with that? Why not be in the comfort of your own home doing this stuff? I mean, I know she don't like it, but it's a serious question. It's an honest question. What is it about doing it from the car instead of going home and doing it?
Maybe she doesn't have aircon at home.
Maybe.
There we go.
You may have a point, Bam.
I mean, it's hot down there. She said that.
Don't worry. I'll say this again, but I want to say it right now because there's a lot of damage that's happening. So I'm going to try to mitigate the damage. Part of me surviving out loud is telling my truth. It seems that there's a lot of hate pages, and for whatever reasons, you can go through all my videos. There's a lot of reasons that people don't like me, right?
Not the truth.
And it's unreasonable hate.
Truth.
There is no reason. They've never been hurt by me. I've only survived them, or just me existing is something they don't like, which has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. Okay?
If you say so.
That's one of the haters.
Hello,
right
Angel.
there.
Elma.
Whoa, what
I
happened
was
to
lured
the video feed?
and kidnapped.
You see this?
Hater.
See what?
Is the video off from
There's
the audio?
many stories of people being lured and kidnapped.
Yes.
You can lure somebody and then allow them to leave.
All right, 502. Hang on, let me try this. Let me refresh this.
I thought you downloaded this.
I did.
Once you lure them
Better.
and you barricade them,
Yeah.
and you keep them hostage and you torture them,
Hey,
it's
Amanda.
a different story. But you should know because you have your own criminal history now, don't you? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's a real criminal. That's a real one, right? It's a real criminal history.
So,
And if anybody wants to find out your criminal history, all they have to do is look up your real name. That's why you never use your real name.
Oh, so you're not using your real name then?
I know exactly who you are.
Oh, you do?
Exactly.
So for the record, I just wanted to clear up. She's implicated so many people on that morning of her kidnapping, beating, assault, whatever she wants to call it. It wasn't assault. It was, for sure.
Well, I mean, her face was pretty well smashed up. I mean, it kind of looked like a broken pumpkin.
Yep. Nobody. I don't wish that on anybody, right?
I don't. No, neither do I. I mean, that looked extremely painful, and I don't like pain, and I know not too many people do like it.
She's implicated John Allen, that he was there.
I think John Allen's in the room with us.
He was in San Antonio. This was Christmas Eve. All right. Remember, Christmas Eve.
Now, who in the right mind is going to take time away from their family, their work parties, or what they have going on in their personal lives to come and do this to her? Just saying.
You know, it's Christmas Eve. I can't be here. I have to go, to a motel and beat somebody up real quick. But I'll come back later today.
Yeah.
Said no one ever. So Frank Marr has been implicated for being there. If I'm not mistaken, he was out of state or traveling. He was not even in the area. JoJo Malone was implicated as being there. Actually, she was supposed to be there with all of us. The girl gets around. I don't know how she does it. JoJo Malone.
Teleportation devices.
JoJo Malone was at home sleeping. Christmas Eve morning. Ofelia Moreno. I know she's in her same neighborhood. Tried to get to her earlier. Haven't heard back from her. I was going to ask her just officially. Haven't heard. Pretty sure she wasn't there. And then recently she implicated me that I was there too. And I was in Victoria, Texas. I've got receipts. I think everybody I talked to today's got receipts for where they were. So
if she implements me, I don't have receipts, but I have 20 different people that seen me. So
Pam, where were you Christmas Eve in 2020?
I can tell you exactly where I was. I was sitting in my family room in front of a fire with my fucking nephew here at the house, and I think my other nephew and his wife was over here for dinner.
Okay. So, and bam, just for the record, in 2020, I don't think you had any idea who this person even was.
Nope, I just recently popped my Vanessa
Cherry.
Tijalina. No, I said that wrong. Whatever. I'll get it right next time. My virgin cherry. What? Maybe 4, 5, 6 months ago, tops.
Yeah, very recently. Very
Yeah.
recently. So, I had nothing to do with it. At the time, I didn't even care about her. Not that I do now. But for the record, I wasn't there. I got receipts.
That wasn't
People
there.
I talked to today got receipts, so I don't know what she's talking about.
The details of everything.
No, there's details.
I've been gracious enough not to even mention it, even when you've come to my page and try to do mess.
Try to do what?
What did she say?
It doesn't matter, even when you've come to my page and try to do mess.
Mess.
Mess?
Try to do mess.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
what you're saying. That's what this video is about.
Okay.
So just hold your hate horses, all right?
Hate horses.
Because I'm about to obliterate your story. And I'm so glad you're here to watch it.
Hate horses.
Do you need me to silence
Hold your
you?
hate
'Cause I can
horses,
silence
people.
you. Because if you're not going to shut it up, I'll silence you.
No, that was
And you're still
good.
gonna watch.
Vanessa, I like that. Hate
You
horses.
I'll
know
give
you're
her
gonna watch.
props for that.
What's it going to be? I'll give you a minute to decide.
Only a minute.
Hate horses.
That
1
was good.
minute.
I'll give her props for that. That was
Hey,
really good,
Marissa.
Vanessa.
Bam, you check your private. Oh, yes. Never mind. Yes, you did. Okay. Trish, Alma, welcome. Alpha Mean Girl.
Hello, Tina. How are you? Hi, Hunya.
Tijalina.
Just so
No,
y'all
God
know
damn it.
that
I'll get it.
F, favorite, I guess. Favorite
Vanessa
Jason,
Tijalina.
whatever.
Tijalina.
FAVRTJ, that one right there. So you need me to shush you? Because I'll shush you. Because it looks like
Ooh.
you're not going to shush. That way we can go on.
She's going to shush.
But I'm not going to block you because you're going
Favorites.
to listen to what I have to say. I think it's important for people to know the criminal history of the people that want to tell my story.
Okay, but do you actually know the people that did this?
All right. I'm going to come out. I might as well come out with my criminal history now before it gets put out there.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to come out at some point. So
Throw it out.
I guess now's a good time before it gets put out there.
Okay.
1989.
Oh my God. How old were you? Like 14, 15?
Shoot, hang on. Sorry, 1996. I'm off by a few years. 1996.
Mm-hmm.
I got a speeding ticket.
No, say it isn't so. Well, you know, I hate to be the one upper, but I can one up that.
What'd you do?
So I can't remember the exact year, but it was in the 90s. I want to say maybe 98-ish. I recently moved back to Illinois. I lived in Florida, and Florida was a one-tag state. And when you lose your tag in Florida, you call the police because you only have one tag. So you had to have a record of it. So when I moved back here, I went to a concert, and I threw one of my license plates up on stage for the act. And then I proceeded to call the police and reported it lost or stolen. Well, a heifer that I worked with by the name of Dawn something, but I called her Patty effing Perfect. I don't know her last name. I don't care to know her last name, and we'll just leave it at that. She called the police and told them what I did with it. So the police called me one day, woke my ass up out of a dead sleep, And they said, so we had a report saying that you threw your license plate on stage at a concert. Is that true? And well, you don't like a moron. I said, yeah, because I just woke up. So I didn't know to say plead the fifth because, I'm still asleep in my head, foggy head. So,
Bam, you got to make these stories shorter, bro. Shorter and quicker.
So long run, I got arrested, and I hired a Rolls Royce attorney at $5,000 to get me out of it because it was a felony charge, and got it knocked down to a misdemeanor of disorderly conduct.
Oh, disorderly conduct! You
Cost
animal!
Cost me $5,000 for an attorney.
Holy
200
crap.
hours of community service.
My ticket was $217. Southern Illinois.
Well, my freedom meant a lot to me because it was a felony charge. I could have gone to prison for 10 years.
Oh, see, that would have been then it would have been an interesting story.
And the state's attorney even said, "Well, I want to set or use him and make an example out of him for the rest of the country."
Oh, crap!
Instead of just dropping it. Like, well, what a bitch.
And you had to fight for it.
So that's my criminal history out there now. And I'm not going to tell you about all the speeding tickets I've had.
A couple of felons here.
Yep.
All right, let's continue.
Continue.
So there, now I'm outed. All right, I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal mastermind.
Don't interact with her. Don't do that.
Kate, I'm a bad boy.
Don't do that. Don't interact with her. Don't reply to her or anything. Let me be the only one. I'm talking to the girl with the red top or whatever. She's lying down on her back, and it's capital FAVRT.
Oh my goodness!
J.
Laying down in a red top. That's a little sex kitten there.
I know, Vanessa. You don't care about all this stuff. You don't care what we wonder.
You don't have anything.
You spend so much time, wasted time on these people that you can just ignore and go on with what you have to say.
That's all you
seriously.
do. Thank you for the view, though.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, are you going to continue this? Because you don't even behave in real life. You don't. Your criminal history says it.
Well, we could talk about yours.
Just because you turned into a snitch,
we won't air your dirty.
You're not
laundry.
a criminal.
See, this is what I'm talking about. If it's going to be like this all the time, it's a friggin' waste of time.
I'm just waiting for her.
Why? Who gives a crap? Just move on with your life. Get on with your life.
Seriously.
And I'm so glad that she kind of came over here and made that comment. I'm so glad that she did. She's involved in very serious cases, too.
Oh, I bet she is.
Extremely serious cases. Oh. Cases that don't even rise to the level of what people try to involve me in.
Sounds like Trump.
Seriously.
Cases so serious.
When somebody can never.
Cases so serious, you wouldn't believe it. That's how serious these cases are.
Who says that I always turn everything political?
Shut up.
Although that was good.
Name, that says a lot. That says a lot. See how all of a sudden she's silent?
Oh. Well, that's because she's hanging on your every whim.
For 2 years, I've never called her out. And for 2 years, she's been on that hate page, on every single hate page. Frank Marr's hate page, everybody's hate page, everybody's little hate page. I don't even know. No, this isn't my story. It's yours. No, honey, now it's yours. Every single time a hater tries to say my story, their story matters because you're trying to discredit me. So in order for me to highlight the hate, the only way for me to discredit you is to tell your real story. You see how defensive you are? I would be defensive too with your background.
She doesn't even know who she is.
No, honey, this is your story now. You involve yourself. What? What are you so bothered about? I mean, I know what you're bothered about. No, this is now. You made it. You're part of the story. I'm
bothered about too. You got me all hot and bothered. I mean, I'm starting to get a little turned on over here.
Do you need your own live? Because I can just do that later. Just about you. Just about you. Yeah, and I will
Frank,
show you
hey,
how
Kate.
now you're involved.
Welcome, Kate. Frank has got a page called No More Cheese Man.
It's so funny that a bunch of people on that hate page have the worst criminal pasts, and they're here literally trying to monger hate.
And Frank has had a page
amongst
for a very long time. He's got a long history with Vanessa, longer than I have, anyway.
She thought that because I never said her true story, that I would never ever mention it. Look at how she's not as frequent with her comments now, right?
Right?
I wouldn't be either.
You know where
like
she
where
might.
she was right.
Either,
You know where she
especially if I'm
might do
inserting
well. This
myself
one,
in something
her
that has nothing to do with me.
in
And all
Facebook's
of a
meta
sudden,
world or
the
meta
person that you target
world.
now has
You
to
know,
tell
where it's like
your
a
story
virtual
so that
reality
everybody can
world.
see, well, let's see how credible
Yeah.
this woman is. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
No
goodness.
wonder she doesn't like Vanessa. Because Vanessa is the 100 complete opposite of her.
I like the way Vanessa says right. I don't know why, but I like it. I just do. I don't know why I like it. I just do.
My moderators, you already know about
Do you
that
have
one right there.
moderators? Do you have them?
Does she?
She says she does.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I don't
We're
think she.
still going to tell your story.
I don't think she
'cause you
would
don't know how to
trust
shut it up.
anyone to give them
Probably
power
not.
to moderate.
Yeah.
Trying to defend. An opinion is an opinion based off your own word. No, ma'am. That's what this video is about. That.
Alrighty, so nothing much has changed. If you haven't watched her in some time, still arguing with the people commenting on her page.
I think she pretty much looks at the phone and she sees herself and she's arguing with herself is what I think.
So we're like 12 minutes into this, and she's been arguing with people for
About 10.
Yeah, 10 or 12 minutes already. 10 minutes maybe.
Hello, John Allen.
This video is exactly that. And everybody can compare this video with every other video that I have ever made about that day.
Yeah,
My
they're pretty
story
much
will
all the
never
same.
change.
Oh, no, it has. You've added Manny.
Do you want to talk about that? I can just get dressed up and do the video about me tonight. We can talk about your criminal past right now. What's it going to be?
Frank's page is in English. Sometimes
Since you thought you were going to come and hijack the post, we might as well just make it about you, right?
Sometimes in Spanish. Here and
My
there.
moderators, can you go ahead and inbox me what we have on her, please?
Yeah, right.
That way I can pull it up on the computer
That's so fake.
and show everybody.
And show everybody. Yep.
Please.
That is so fake. Oh, moderators, can you please inbox me with what you have on so-and-so, please? Get that to my file. Get that file to me right away, please.
ASAP, bitches.
Yeah, ASAP.
ASAP.
Yeah, that was very convincing, right?
I don't have my zip drive with me.
What do you need a zip drive for?
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Of course you're going to go buy now. Leave. Show me that you're by, or this video. Show me that you have left, because I'm not going to block you. Thank you, Ashley. Show me what you have left. Show me you have left. Otherwise, this video will now become about you.
Show me you have
No,
left.
not that file.
If somebody leaves, how can you show them?
Right?
Her?
The other file.
How are they supposed to show you they're gone
The
if
one
they're
that
gone?
talks about the gun.
Oh my God,
That
makes
file.
absolutely
Thank
no
you.
fucking sense. You know, Vanessa, I take back everything
it's all
I said
fun and
about
games.
you
It's real
yesterday.
cute,
You're
right?
not that
Until we
intelligent.
let your truth go out, right?
Because that remark's not intelligent at all.
She looks at the phone like it's a person like she's talking to.
No, not that one. The one about the gun. The one about Corpus Christi.
Oh, talking about John Allen and the Corpus Christi at the gun at Walmart. Was that in Corpus?
No, y'all
no.
are sending me the old one.
She's not talking. She's making up stuff right now.
Oh, okay.
Bam, you remember the guy with the thing at the place? That guy, remember?
I do.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Send me that
This
file.
isn't cute, y'all. This is not just a person that here she is talking about the hate again. No, my life is in danger. They're only prosecuting the people that put hands on me.
This video is
it's
from
up to
today.
me to fight for justice so that they can get the people that got those people to do that to me. Those people, that girl is aligned. That girl with her criminal past is completely aligned with the hate.
Oh.
And a lot of people like that with a criminal past, they don't like me. They're like, no. Well,
that
there's
must be
not a
why.
picture of me doing this and
I do like
this.
her, actually.
And so I have to be better than Vanessa or whatever, right?
Right?
It's like, no, honeys. Some of us heal ourselves.
Bam, just admit it. You like Vanessa.
Well, if I wasn't gay, I might take her for a spin around the block.
Oh, listen to you.
I might need like 6 or 7 Viagras, but I'll take her for a spin around the block.
Is Vanessa one to convert you possibly?
Well, I've always said supermodel quality. Okay, this is not supermodel quality, but it's super something quality. I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot of miles on her back tires there. She's got some cushion.
Whatever floats your boat, my friend.
Slap that ass.
Without the help of anything else.
And ride the waves.
Some of us are that strong, believe it or not.
Remember, it's not the size of the ocean. It's the motion of the ocean. That's right.
You slap that ass, get that ocean moving.
I promise you. There's others of us that can heal ourselves without any other help. Simply because you cannot do it doesn't mean that no one else can. Notice how she just disappeared? Moderators. I'm not going to give more detail. Y'all know what. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. So this little hater came over here.
Uh-huh.
All right. We're 16 minutes in. It's only a 37-minute video. And now she wants to get to it. Okay. All right.
And said something that this video is about. She said, how can they kidnap you? How can they lure you if you were there?
That's a lie. Nobody said that to her. She's making this stuff up.
No, somebody typed this to her.
How can I make a video at midnight?
No, they didn't.
The night before where they say that I was there, right?
But you were partying with them.
How can I then go home? Never leave my property. These people get pulled over 1 block away from my home, which means they were going to already try to get to my house. This is my life. If you're watching me because you're just like watching and you're eating.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the story that she said somebody called her and said they had information for her? So for her to come over to where they were? Isn't that? Somebody knows here.
I have no idea.
Wasn't that the story that she got called over there and said, you have to come, we have information for you about somebody? Not that she was taken from her house or anything like that.
Your popcorn and you think this is a real cute novela? Please leave.
What's a real cute novela?
This isn't a story.
Novel.
I nearly died.
Okay.
Mexican
and they're going to do it again.
Got it.
They're going to do it again.
They are.
Because the people that had that happen, they haven't stopped. It's John Allen. He hasn't stopped. He is going crazy, absolutely delirious.
Trust me, he could care less about your ass.
Things about me in garage sale places. No joke. Places? I have them all right here.
Oh, you do?
Garage sale places, trading places, buy and sell, everywhere in Brooks County, everywhere in Kennedy County, everywhere in the perimeter of South Texas that you can possibly get. Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing right now.
He's everywhere.
Right this second.
John, you get around,
and
buddy.
She's the girl that came over here is over there having a grand old time. And what you haters don't understand is that there's a file on all of you.
Oh.
My people, I don't even have the time to do that. There's people that love me so much that they have dug up everything important that needs to be said about the people that are trying to tell the story of my life as if they were in the room. Or were you involved? I mean, because unless you were involved, unless you were getting the crime together, then you don't have shit to say about it, do you? Because if you were smart and you were involved, you wouldn't say shit.
Just like you were not involved with Uvalde, yet you keep talking about that like you were there. Just saying. Just saying.
Like I
So
say,
the only
I don't
people
care
that
what they say
know
about me. Just make sure I had a good time.
is the victim. The unbiased witnesses, which are the surveillance cameras that were outside of that building.
Okay.
And the surveillance cameras that were on the other building.
She's right about that. There are surveillance cameras, and there was video. So what happened to that video? What did the video show?
Obviously not what you hoped it would show.
Yep.
They laugh out of nervousness because they know that I'm going to completely obliterate their current
Not
story.
a nervousness. No, you're just
This
fucking
is the events
hilarious.
that led up to that day. For about 5 days, I was reading a book. It was written by Life magazine.
She can read.
And I loved it. It was a book about Jesus because it was about to be Christmas.
Okay.
And Jesus has always fascinated me. Some
Why?
people see him as a biblical figure. Some people see him, as a savior, obviously. Some people see him in many different ways. I was introduced, as many of you know, to Jesus Christ, reading about him as a historical figure, not a biblical figure. So to me, I've always seen Jesus Christ as the world's first badass rebel.
He's a rebel.
First badass rebel, I promise you. That's the way I've always seen Jesus.
As a rebel.
The world's first activist, the first one that went against the grain, the first one that went against his government, the first one that went against his hateful people. All right. That was just part of it, Angelita. That was literally like the third or fourth day me reading those chapters. I didn't get to read it because the next day was going to be the end. And that's when I got taken hostage. It took me 2 weeks. And 2 weeks later, I read the end. Bruises and everything, I still finished it. But I couldn't do it the next day because I was too bruised, too hurt. Now.
Quick fun fact.
How fun is it?
Did you know the story of Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary and all that?
Yep.
Is told in many countries, in many different religions, the exact same, with their own names and their own gods, and like separate. Like the Jesus Christ story isn't the one and only Jesus Christ story. So many countries and other religions have their own something that happened with the Savior, and everything is identical, but there was a different person.
Yeah. So as far as I know, Jesus himself has never declared himself as the Son of God or Savior. He's never declared that. The government has declared that.
The government
that he was, like Caesar and all those kings and things, they declared that he was the Savior and the Son of God. They said he was. And Jesus flat out said, I never said those things. You did.
So he never said it on his own, like, I'm the Son of God.
Right.
Yep.
This is what they want you to believe. As if what happened to me is somehow justified. You've seen the pictures. Go below and look at the pinned picture.
Look at the what
like
picture?
Somehow it's okay.
Oh,
no, it's not outrageous. It's not outrageous because she was there. What if I had been there? What if I lived with them? What if I lived with them? It'd be okay for them to do that to me? No, it wouldn't be. And it doesn't matter if John Allen removed those things. We already, because they just told me right now that John Allen removed him. We already have the screen video. We already have the screenshots.
No, you don't.
You're going to tell
If he was there and on video, don't you think he would have been questioned about it way back then?
Yeah, this was, what, 2 years ago?
Yes.
Well, it'd be 2 years ago this Christmas.
December 24th, correct. That's correct.
So there you'll have that.
If all these people were so involved, why weren't any of them ever even talked to?
Brought in for questioning, fingerprinted, ran into a wall.
If this happened to me and I had videotape, or there was video of what could have possibly happened, I would take a clip of that video and I'd plaster it all over the internet. Look what people did to me. Now, at least that's what I would do. I don't know.
me that a man that hates me that much didn't, and whose likeness was outside of my home
Whose likeness?
the day I got kidnapped has nothing at all to do with it. The same man that was paying people to try to get me involved in these ugly things to take my freedom away. The same man who was calling the district court judge over and over relentlessly. The same man that if you go to the district court judge's website right now, to his Facebook, John Allen is there on 3 different posts telling the judge to put me in jail.
John Allen, if you got it like that, float me a little loan, dude. If you got it like that, buddy, shoot me some cash.
John is quite the Mr. Moneybags here.
Yeah,
apparently.
according to Vanessa.
Don't worry, you already know when I look away from the camera, I'm about to prove something to you.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I thought maybe we were going to go hit a bowl or, wipe our nose with baby powder or something. Because you're looking a little shiny there. You might need a little powder on the tip of your nose. Looking a little shiny there.
There's this, how do you think I feel about when a judge that's on my case has these things on his Facebook? How do you think it makes me feel? This is my judge's Facebook.
And what did you put on his Facebook recently?
How do you think this makes me feel about my cases when a judge allows this to continue to happen? How is the public going to see this? How is the public going to see things like that? Come on now. Are you serious?
Sound like Joe Biden. Come on, man.
Oh my God, look at all those tabs she's got open up there. Look at all those tabs.
How do you keep your shit straight, Vanessa?
You see all these things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And that's only from that little section. There's 25 tabs right there.
Wow.
Yahoo page. State of Texas page. I don't know what the J is, but there's some, that's a lot of friggin' tabs open. So basically, she's kind of doxing her own, the judge assigned to her case.
Well,
showing his Facebook page. I mean, these are people putting stuff on his page. They're not necessarily his friends or anything like that.
Well, maybe he just might say something to her on Wednesday when she's in court about her posting shit on his Facebook page.
Well, she tried to get the judge off the case, and that was denied. I believe that was just yesterday. Within the last couple of days, that was denied. So she was not a happy camper.
I'm trying to find you John Allen's posts.
Oh.
on here. How do you think it makes me feel that the same man who is stalking me is on my judge's page asking him?
Stalking you, please.
Boy, she really is full of herself because, I wouldn't have this kind of time to stalk somebody that I really could give a rat's ass about. So, honeybee, supposedly court is Wednesday, so we have no clue.
Did you take them off, Mr. John Allen?
Well,
That's
can't.
okay because I screen recorded it.
She does have court on Wednesday. Yes, she does.
I screen recorded it.
And
Thank goodness that I
her
did.
docket, which was sealed, is now open.
Thank goodness that I did.
believe it's there for the public to look at.
So you are scared.
John Allen, you're scared of Vanessa. I find that really hard to believe.
So you are scared. You are scared. Why would you remove those comments?
I don't think
There
he
was
did.
3 posts. Let me make sure that I'm not making a mistake. Don't
You
worry.
probably are.
You know
because
me.
You're not Patty Perfect.
Probably as soon as this is posted up or this afternoon, you're gonna see the because I sent it to my lawyers. How am I not going to? Are you kidding? How am I not going to? And how, when you bring it up to the attention of the people that run the page, how can they leave it up? That was left up for a year. John Allen's comments were up for a year. In the screen recording that I show you, they were up for a year.
I mean, does she honestly think the judge has nothing better to do than sit on his Facebook page every single day?
How does it make someone feel that when you have a party before you, you're a judge, you have a party before you,
I'm looking here too.
2 opposing parties, and you're supposed to be the referee and you're supposed to be unbiased, except you are literally presiding over cases? Are you serious? You are presiding over cases where you allow that kind of BS regarding one of the parties on your page for a year, and then you don't bother to remove it after it's been brought to your attention?
I'm looking for it too.
For a year that was up while he was presiding over my cases, while he's been presiding over my cases, while he's been making very important decisions to put me in jail or to not put me in jail.
Well, obviously, he hasn't made the decisions yet because you're
I'm
out.
not even talking about the details of my case. I'm talking about how can the public think that that is something that is right, and that is something that is not going to look a little bit biased. What do you mean the judge probably didn't even see his comments? What the hell kind of district court judge is going to not moderate his comments? You're a judge.
Because he doesn't sit there all day like some people do and just look at Facebook all day.
Yeah. Some people actually have a life.
Who's got a job?
And honey, supposedly somebody was in the courtroom when Vanessa went before the judge, and she had it delayed because she claimed that the person there was stalking her.
Yep. And see, and that's why I don't want to go to any of these things, because I don't want that to come up as something that she can use to delay or something, make a false claim of he's harassing me, he's stalking me. See, he's there, they're sitting there, and it's okay. Let's keep going. It's almost done.
Way that you're gonna let something be on you. You have to know about anybody that makes so much as a period.
No, you don't. He doesn't. Chances are he doesn't even administer his own page. You got people to do that for him,
right?
You think he sits there all day on Facebook, really?
But let me tell you something. What would you all say if the judge was notified of it and didn't do anything afterwards? What are you going to say now?
What are you going to say now? Now what?
What do you have to say now?
Now what?
I mean, since you're coming over here and naysaying.
How do you like me now?
It doesn't matter who runs the judge's page.
It does matter. It does matter.
What if you understand that legally the judge was notified and didn't do anything about it? Does that change your mind about anything?
Doesn't have to do anything about it.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, she
what
got
were
this.
y'all thinking? That y'all were just gonna do anything, whatever, anything and everything to me?
All of a sudden, she got this worried look on her
I
face.
wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't gonna fight back.
Are you going
Are
to
you
fight back,
kidding me?
though? Can you fight back? Do you have the balls to fight back?
I won't talk about the details of my case. My case is where I am the defendant.
Uh-huh.
But I sure as hell will talk about the details of my case where I am a victim. And I sure will as hell will talk about the things involving a judge that is looking at my cases.
You don't know that he's looking at it. And anyway, the judge is not going to hold your trial on Facebook and go back and forth with anybody.
Yeah, I mean, as far as has the news crew's been invited to her trial to record and air the proceedings?
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well then it's
I don't
not a
think
public
there's-
trial.
No cameras allowed. No, it's for the public, but I don't think they allow cameras, news, media.
And
there.
is going to decide on my freedom? That is going to decide what evidence to be submitted and what not to be submitted? That's going to decide whether she keeps her kids or not? Are you serious? No. Don't come over here saying that the judge doesn't handle his Facebook one more time, and I want to say it again. What are you going to say when you know that the judge was given notice of what was on his Facebook?
You don't know that he was given notice. You don't. He probably wasn't. I think that's a man with integrity who knows not to even look at his Facebook crap.
Seriously.
You know he's got somebody to handle it for him. He's not. You think he's dumb? Hell no. You think he's going to sit there for 9 hours a day and look through Facebook?
What do you have to say now? Does it matter?
Not to
Does
me.
anything else that you said right now matters? Does anything else that you said to come over here and stick up for a judge, does anything else matter? Does anything else matter? Thank you. Please don't
You're
come
welcome.
over here and do that.
Okay.
Please don't do that.
Okay, I won't, I promise.
How can you not know?
Bam, quit bothering her, right?
Don't worry. Now you
She's
guys
the
are
love
gonna
of my
force me to
life.
Go ahead and post that, and I will. That's fine. Do not come over here and tell me. Don't be doing that. This isn't your life. How can y'all think that y'all? I mean, seriously. The only reason that I'm even talking about this is because they're trying to. They might do this, whatever they did to me again, and I may not survive it that time. It's probably what John Allen wants. And when you feel that you are fueled, now maybe the judge is not helping them, obviously. Hopefully that's not the case, right? But
She
let's
has to
just
blame the
say
judge
that these
being there,
crazy
yes.
ass psychopathic people literally think that because the judge is not calling them out on their shit
Hi, Denise.
or is not removing the stuff from his page, that fuels the people into thinking that the judge is on their side.
John, I think the money she
No,
makes
don't
from
be
all
doing
her
that.
monetizing videos is
Don't be
paying for
doing
her
that. This is
attorney.
my right. This is my right. This is my political speech. This is my protected political speech. Nobody can stop me from saying this. Nobody
Okay.
can.
Nobody
The
can.
Constitution says I can.
Oh.
This is not hate speech. This is true, and it matters.
I'm not
It
trying to
matters in
stop
the
her.
eyes of the public.
Who's trying to stop
It
her?
matters in the eyes of anybody that is interested
John
in
Allen's
anybody
trying to
getting
stop her.
justice in a court of law. It matters where the case is civil or criminal. It matters.
No, what is it? Civil
It matters.
or criminal?
That's a
I'm voting
loud
now.
ass fan.
Huh?
That's a
Oh my
loud ass
God,
fan.
What are you doing?
It is. She's got that
What are you
AC
doing?
just cranking.
Oh, you guys, why did she remove her comment? No. I've already questioned that person on my page too.
Oh, I
That's
bet
probably
you
why
have.
she removed her comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that. For
Oh, well.
a year, I've stayed quiet about those comments.
Oh,
A year
for a whole
ago.
year. I find that really hard to believe that you stayed
A
quiet
year
for a whole
ago,
year.
those comments were up
Yeah.
for a year.
And you said
A
nothing
jury
about
may
it.
have seen those comments.
She's really trying to get the judge recused from the case. And,
Judge Cordova, the
and
judge
it,
that's over on all my cases.
and it was denied.
He's the judge that's on all of my cases.
And he's been very lenient with you.
And he has allowed John Allen, the same man who stalked me, for his comments to be there. And if you don't believe me, then I'll just post the video of it right now. It's not screenshots, it's a screen recording. So nobody can deny it.
So play it.
No one can deny it. Now here we go.
Here we go.
Do you notice how that girl hasn't said anything anymore?
That's because she left.
Yeah, because she doesn't want me to give the information regarding her criminal past. So let's get back to her topic, whatever she was saying. She says,
Uh-huh.
don't make any kind of decisions on that judge until you see the proof that I have. Don't go just by my word. Don't go just by my word. Go by the proof that I show you. So just wait for that. Don't go by my word. Go by the proof that I show you.
Okay, so but then you can make yourself a hypocrite.
Exactly. You don't stand a chance in court seeing how the judge is leaving these comments. He's not on your side and not a fair judge. You need a new judge. Exactly.
Exactly.
No, that's what she wants. Yeah. Yeah.
So she can drag it out for another 3 years.
Yep.
So that criminal came over here because she's been on the hate page all day long. She came over here to try to tell y'all, well, it's not criminal. It's not kidnapping and this and that. Well, you were with people. You were with them. No, this is what happened. I have never hung out with those people. Ever.
There's photos of you with them.
There you go.
There's photos of her with the people that allegedly attack her.
Yeah, but do we know that those are the people that actually attacked her?
Apparently it is. I mean, this is common knowledge already.
From
So
2 years ago, or a year and a half ago.
The pictures have been posted at No More Cheeseke's Lies. No More Cheeseke's Lies has posted that photograph just not even 24 hours before this event happened.
Oh, okay. So they were posted before the kidnapping and the beating and the stomping of the face and the whole brutal attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A girl that day
2 minutes.
that is in a picture had just gotten out.
Out of what?
And the girl that was the most aggressive one with my face was taking all the orders from the girl that was giving the torture orders. She's the one that posted, my girl is out of jail. Okay. She posted that, not me.
Okay.
The girl got out of jail that morning. And I promised her that whenever she got out of jail, I would help her get back on her feet. That if she didn't have any clothes, I would get her some. If she didn't have shoes, I would get her some.
Well, that's nice
That
of
I
you.
would help her out. She calls me and she tells me, I'm out. I pick her up. She had no clothes. She was literally wearing the gray. Even in the picture that everybody's posting, they failed to see that this corroborates what I'm saying. She was wearing the gray sweat top, and she's my friend to this day. She's wearing the gray sweat top and the gray sweat bottoms that you get out of in county because she was just released. I follow through with my promise. I pick her up. We go to Harlingen. We're there for about an hour, maybe 2.
Maybe 3.
I get her something to eat. I hope that those clothes are enough to get her a job, get her going and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on our way back, she says,
Hey, Flex.
Less than a minute
Amanda
left.
just texted me. But I don't have a car. Do you mind? You might. She even told me, you might mind going over there, right? Or no? And I said, no. I said, it's gonna be real quick, right? Because even her boyfriend wanted her home like right away. So she had to tell her boyfriend, we're gonna stop by really quickly. So that's when that picture was taken. Nobody was hanging out with those people. I never hung out with those people. Ever. I never did. At all. So she gets there. We get there. She gets off real quick.
It's
she
live.
Says hello. I just sit there on the bed.
It's about to end.
The girls next to me and whatever, they take the picture and that's it. That's it. Stay tuned for part 2 right now.
Oh, part 2.
All right. She had to go for some reason. Bam, how are you holding up? How much time we got you for?
Let's see where we at here in time. It's 9:30.
I'll play the other one real quick.
If I get up by 4:30, I'm good. I haven't been sleeping. Yeah, it is what it is. You get queued up. I'm gonna go pee, make another cocktail, and we'll go through the next one.
All right, you go do what you got to do. I'll tap dance with the crowd. All right, the second video, that one she ended that one abruptly. That one was called part 1 of 2, and now I've got part 2 of 2 here. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to pop this up here right now. And this one is 25 minutes, so it's not very long. It's the third one. Once we lose Bam, we'll get into the one that's an hour and a half long. So I'm going to go ahead and start this thing right now. I don't know why it ended or whatever. It's just she split it up.
Hello. This is part 2. You're going to be lost if you don't watch part 1, okay? And it's going to be labeled part 1 of 1, part 2 of 2. And I'll put the title Clarifying the Lies, okay? So if you're confused, then you need to go to part 1 that says part 1 Clarifying the Lies, okay? I'm going to ask you right now, ignore all the hate. This is part 2. I'm going to tell my story. Don't worry. I will say it later on in greater detail, looking much nicer than this. But I have to do this right now. Now, while we're waiting, as we are literally making this video right now, this is live. As we're making this video, there's a video loading. The same video where I told you that John Allen, who's John Allen? Go to part 1. Go to part 1. Why does this matter? This girl has so much drama. They nearly took my life. This is not a show. This is my life. They nearly took my life. They nearly took my life. And the only people that are being prosecuted are the people that they got to do it to me. No one's going to have as much hate as that man has. And why did they see him outside of my house the day that I was lured, kidnapped, taken hostage, beaten, and tortured? All right.
Thank you, legend.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that super sticker. Thank you. You're awesome.
So I left off by reminding you that I am clarifying the lies that the hate page is saying about the night before my beating. Not only first thing this morning, I shared with you the very last live video of my face before the beating. That was the last video ever of me. Ever. Okay?
Okay. I love the way she says
So I told you that day, it was kind of like in the afternoon. Okay. Somebody, no, just ignore the hate. Please, let me go on with my story. I don't have much time.
The hate.
And I don't want to leave you hanging.
Oh, please.
So a girl gets out of jail, and I had kept my promise to her. I got her clothes. She was literally in her prison sweats.
Please, someone give her Humanitarian of the Year award.
I took her to Harlingen to go get clothes so that she could get on the right track and get her life together, right? And have a good chance at a job interview, et cetera, et cetera. and I got her something to eat. On the way back home, I was going to take her straight back home. Her boyfriend already wanted her back too, except the girl that was my biggest aggressor called her and said, "Hey, come by and say hi." She looked at me and she says, "I don't have a car. I understand if you don't want to go." And I said, "No, that's okay."
It's okay.
I said, "But you're just going to go and say hi, right?" She's like, "Yeah." Okay. And as you can see on the unbiased surveillance video of the building, it shows us not in there for not even more than 1 or 2 minutes. No joke.
No joke.
No joke.
No joke.
I had never hung around with my damn assailants, ever. I had never done that.
So I want to know how a video can have an opinion.
They're lying to you so that it can be okay that I was beaten and tortured. Well, why are you saying this? Why are you doing all this? Because they still haven't prosecuted the people that got these people to do it. And I will forever say it's John Allen. Because why did they see him outside of my home? And why is he to this day?
Yeah, what she's not saying, and somebody's right in the comments, that was like a regular hangout spot for her.
Oh, really?
It's not like she had never been there before.
To pay to get my face disfigured, or next time next time it may not be my face, maybe it'll be my life. Maybe he's going to want to make his money worth it, because he sure as hell was outside of my house making sure that every single cent that he spent on getting me beat up that day was well spent, and that they actually carried through with it.
I don't think he has it like that, Vanessa.
That's some serious allegations that she's making there, and that's not even funny. That's not even...
I mean, and it's not. I mean, trust me, even if I had a couple of $1 million in the bank, trust me, I wouldn't spend it paying somebody to beat you up. I mean, there's more things I'd rather be doing with my money. And that makes no sense to me. Why? You're a nobody.
Who is she dangerous to? I mean, why do people want to silence you? I don't want you to get silenced. It's not even about that.
I don't get it. It makes no sense. She's not a Nancy Pelosi. She's not a AOC. She's not a Donald Trump.
She's not an AOC. Oh, well, sorry, bad example. She's not a Kamala. No, hang on.
Yeah, that's bad too.
Well, she's insignificant.
That's where I was going with all of that. But yeah.
I don't know who would want to shut her up, and why? Just because
it makes no sense. But in her mind, it makes perfect sense, because as she said in the last video, it's her truth. It's not the truth.
She said that. She did say that. She said, I want to tell you, or I want to talk about my truth.
Yeah.
Not the truth.
Her truth.
Her truth.
Now, remember, a hateful man loaded up pictures. And yesterday, thank goodness, many of you sent me screenshots from during the time that he had it up. And then he took it down. Thank you for that. We need more.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad I could be of assistance.
Because it matters. You can't know that a felony is happening and not report the felony. What the hell's wrong with you? You can call me every single name in the book. You can say everything you want about me. You can discredit me in every single way. Everything. I could be in prison right now for whatever.
Well, you could be, but you're not.
But it is still wrong for you to know there is an active felony going on and you don't report it, almost as if you are part of it. So the people on the hate page today are so mad that I am literally disemboweling their whole story.
Oh, yeah.
They want to take the narrative of my life as if they were in there. The only people that know exactly what happened are the victim and the cameras that were outside of that building. And the cameras, the unbiased cameras, because there was 2 of them recording, y'all. 2. So the cameras on the outside showed that I was never there partying. Ever. And I posted a live video that I made right before I went to sleep. And I never left my property. And those same people that tried to get me all night long to go over there, don't show me your screenshots, show me your screen recordings too. That's another thing I'm going to say. So you can put anybody's face on anything. Show me a screen recording of the actual messages, because you can make up. You can literally cut and paste a profile picture and write whatever you want.
So her friend from jail that she got clothes and fed, took Vanessa here, so she set her up. But she's still friends with this woman today.
That's what I gather.
Because that's what I'm gathering, but it makes no sense to me. But then again, it's Vanessa's truth. So it's whatever she wants to tell us that is the truth. That's probably not the truth because it's her truth.
And the thing is, she's hating on John, trying to frame him for this. But her so-called attackers were all Hispanic.
John, last time I seen him, I want to say he was a white guy.
Yeah, it's pretty white.
Yeah, okay, thought so.
No offense to white people. He's white. So what? But her attackers were not white. Why isn't there anything about them at all? It's all about John.
What about the 5x5 beer guy? What nationality is he?
George is white.
But yet she blames George doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Him too. And I'm. Yes. I don't know. She keeps saying a story is unraveling. The only one I see unraveling is her own. And where's all this evidence? There's video, 2 cameras. Where is the evidence? Why wasn't it ever shown or made public? How come she doesn't have a copy? I'm sure she requested one. If you had one, wouldn't you be showing it to everybody and their mother?
Well, and I'm still trying to figure out how a video can have an opinion, how it can be biased or unbiased.
You show me a video of John Allen standing outside your hotel room that night, morning. It was morning when that happened, you said.
Well, and she said that his likeness was there, and his likeness was outside her apartment or her house. His likeness. Okay, well, so somebody that looks like him was there. Doesn't mean it was him.
Show me the evidence you got John Allen being there, and I'll jump to your side, and yeah, I'll be on your train.
Common sense, but then common sense isn't so common anymore, is it?
I'm big on the evidence. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence.
Show us a screen recording of the conversation, not snapshots. That's so 2017. Oh. It's 2020.
It's 2022 right now, by the way.
He hates me, Cece. Period. Does it matter why he's after me?
It does, because he's not.
So she made this video today.
I mean, does he have an agenda, a certain agenda? Probably. But it's not to shut you up or to keep keep you from your free speech. This is from today. She said it was 2022.
Honestly.
I mean, she said it was 2020.
Yeah.
The man doesn't know me, but does it really matter? It really irks me. It really bothers me when people literally want to know, why does he hate you? What matters is that he's doing this to me.
She won't answer that question because he doesn't hate. He really doesn't hate her. He's told me that numerous times on the phone.
I really believe you have to know somebody in order to hate them.
Yeah, dislike is a different story.
Yeah.
But hate is a strong emotion.
What matters is that my life is in danger. That's what matters the most. If you really want to know, it was a hateful female, Eva Jojo Malone, who decided all of a sudden also to hate me. She doesn't know who I am. She just decided to hate me. She's a veteran, a white lady veteran, just like him. She couldn't handle me when I defended myself against her in my home county. So she called him for help. They know each other.
Man, this is a wild story, dude. Is she making this up as she goes along or what?
They knew each other before they knew who I was.
She's stretching. Hey, Moxie.
Moxie's in the house.
Candace Reynolds, please don't do that. I don't want those comments. Do not come over here. I don't care if you're my follower. I don't care if you're my friend. Don't come over here saying what now. When you come over here saying what now, you're making it seem like, oh my God, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Show true concern or don't show anything at all.
But you're always what? Now what are you gonna do?
Show me the evidence. You got stuff on John.
Like
you got stuff on John Allen. Bring it forward. You got proof
Now,
that
like,
people paid for your
I'm
beating?
trying to fight to
Bring
get
it
justice
forward.
for me. It's not enough for you to put these kids away if the truth is that John Allen got these kids to do this. That means there's a potential for him to do it again.
Did those
Of
kids
course.
ever say they got paid by John Allen? No.
John Allen never paid me. I don't know if I
Right?
like that John Allen. I don't know if I like him anymore. He didn't give me any money. He never paid me.
This
to
time
hate
he
you.
can't ask the same middle person from last time. He can't ask that person to do it again. Now he can get anybody else to do it. But now the spotlight is on him. And I hope the next person that he reaches out is a snitch.
There is no spotlight on him right now. This case is closed. And it's not even cold. It's just closed. There was nothing. Those who got arrested, and that's where it ended. The only one talk about a conspiracy and about somebody paying is just from her. Otherwise, this case would not have been closed. John would have been brought in for questioning. All these other people would have been brought in for questioning.
Yeah, Levina, we're just running a couple of videos from today from our friend Vanessa here.
So hope the next person that he tries to get to do something to me is a damn snitch. This is the only way that I can protect myself. The only way. The next day after the girl who I took to go say hi to her friend, right? And then we left right away. She was even freaked out. She's on my live video commenting, the live video of when they rescued me.
Mm-hmm.
She's on there saying, oh my God, because she knows exactly the interaction I had with those people. It was a second, a minute.
Mm-hmm. But when you tell it, they beat you up and stomped your face for 4 hours.
I have to remind you about something else too.
Yeah.
Now it's only a minute.
Yeah, I thought it was like 3 hours or something.
Something like that. Now it's only a minute.
You don't ask that way. You obviously know that I am literally surviving South freaking Texas.
Well, then move.
South Texas, where law enforcement proved themselves on May 24th. South Texas law enforcement proved to the world on May 24th of 2022 that they didn't care to move to protect 2 classrooms of elementary school children.
Oh, now we're on Uvalde.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If South Texas law enforcement is not going to save elementary school children, not even make a move to protect and save elementary school children, then what makes anybody say, why are you doing this? I'm doing this because they won't even move for children.
Well, maybe you should move then.
Man,
put your house on the market. Move.
Y'all, can you answer her question, please?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $100 for the house. Then you can move. Just got to give me a month to come up with $100.
The one true fact of that morning was she got beat up.
Well, that is pretty consistent in every story she tells us about it.
Yeah, that for sure happened.
The time of how long the beating lasts changes. But, I get it. When you're in line waiting at like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, 30 seconds feels like 10 minutes. So I get it. So, somebody, God forbid, jumping up and down on your face and kicking you in the ribs and everything. I mean, with every blow would feel like 5 minutes. So I get where it could feel like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I get where it could feel like days. And maybe it was only 10 or 15 minutes, but it felt like hours to
I don't like that explanation to ask the same question. I literally just answered you. Even though I just answered you, you still re-asked the question. I gave you the exact way that he entered my life, and you still asked. You still did. Wouldn't you want to know why he's after you? He hates me, ma'am. I'm more of a man than he is.
Why?
And that's because I'm a very feminine woman. Just because you see me like this and you see me in my masculine energy, believe me, I clean up okay. He hates that I'm strong. He hates that I stood up to him whenever his stupid friend called him over to Willacy County to try to shut me down. And I stood up to that man. I thought, who the hell do you think you are?
That's what it is, V.
Who do you... No. This is 2016, 2017, 2018. No, sir. No, Mr. John Allen. No. He didn't like it. Miss CC Tripp. Do you understand now, or you still don't get it? Wouldn't you want to know why he is after you? Because I would love to find out if someone is after me. What would be the purpose? I mean, at least for your life to be saved. Ma'am, I have been telling the world, literally making live videos all over. I haven't yet shared with you whenever I literally broke down. And I told y'all, no one is helping me. This was a year before my beating. A year before my beating, I made a cry out and no one did anything.
Oh, I think I've seen that video.
It's just pure hate. No one stole anybody's boyfriend. Nobody did anything. I didn't walk on John Allen's grass. I didn't do anything to him. Do people not understand that there are men that literally just hate women like me?
Yeah, he just homosexuals.
So John Allen just hates because he just hates. He's just
he just hates women.
He just hates women
like her. No, if that's the case, there's probably only one woman in the world like her. Maybe two. I mean, I hope she doesn't have a twin.
John, do you realize you're just hateful, John?
John, you're just a hateful person. How could you? How could you go to war, fight for this country, and hate it? I don't get it.
Where's Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil, somebody get him Dr. Phil on the phone, please.
By the way, John, thank you.
Enough to have their faces disfigured. Enough to shut them up. Enough to make them disappear. Enough to take their lives. What else do you want?
$1 million.
And now I have to deal with John Allen for a year having a comment on my district court judge's page, Facebook page. Sure. It's his judge's page. I'm sure Judge Cordova is an amazing man in every way. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he is. But I deserve a right to have a non-biased judgment on me, whether it is civil or criminal. I have a right to have a jury that is being presided by a judge who doesn't show bias at all, not on his pages or in any way. I deserve that. That's my constitutional right. No one in the planet is going to be my savior except for the lawyers that I have. That's it. And even then, they're limited in what they can do. Judge Cordova is not going to save me. These people go in there. Judge Cordova is not going to be called in to save me. And no one's going to save me from Judge Cordova's decisions. If indeed Judge Cordova is unbiased. And if anybody looks at how he can allow John Allen, a man who has literally stalked me, a man who was calling his office all over his Facebook page, what if a jury sees that? Oh, look, it's the man she says that stalks her. Oh, I guess the judge is okay with that. Are you serious? What's going on here? Do you all not see the seriousness of this?
Oh, I see it.
And let me tell you something that I haven't told you.
Everything.
Remember that Judge Cordova did not allow, he made an order that anybody that during, the protective order hearing with my daughters recorded anything and posted anything, that they were going to go to jail.
David Lynn, you are correct, sir. You are correct.
Somebody pretended to be me and made a YouTube profile called Vanessa Tijerina. And they changed the middle initial. So I couldn't report it as them pretending to be me. The purpose was to get the judge to put me in jail. They literally thought that they were not going to check everything out to make sure what IP address it came from. This is my question. And this matters because I've never stated this. This is how much they wanted to damage me. Somebody sent clips of that profile with my name, posting clips violating Judge Cordova's order. The clerk was just doing her job when she called my lawyer. My lawyer was just, what else are you going to think? My lawyer was like, what did you do? You can't be doing that, this and that. And I was like, I didn't do anything. I promise you, I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in the wrong with my own lawyer. That should have never happened. The investigation should have been done first before you put me in a position that a lawyer is against me. My own lawyer. Looking at his client like, I can't believe you're doing that.
Your lawyer is going to call and get your side before the investigation happens. My God, you are
what happens? I took the screenshots because it was just a call. I took the screenshots. I did it and I sent it. I sent it to the clerk. I sent it to Cordova and I said, please investigate this because that's not me. And I guess they called my bluff and I guess they thought maybe I was lying. It was some freaking hateful lady. That's what happens when online hate turns real life.
So now it's
it was a hateful lady that was on the hate pages. She pled guilty because they caught her. They found her IP address.
Well, there you go.
This is my question, is how can you go so hard as a prosecution? How can you go so hard looking for the IP address of somebody who may or may not be Vanessa Tijerina? Because if it is, we're going to put Vanessa Tijerina's ass in jail. And you're going to go all full CSI on them. Look for their IP addresses and everything, but you're not going to look for the IP addresses of all these hateful people that probably worked as a network to get my face disfigured, to literally commit a felony. You're not going to do that. You're not going to check John Allen's phone records. You're not going to check all of the people that are suspected, all of the people that have shown hate to me. You're not going to check.
None of the people are suspected except for by you. Nobody was checked out. Nobody's phone records were checked out because there's not enough evidence there. So people were not in town. Why are they going to check John Allen's records if he was not in town? Peacocks United, Ofelia Moreno. She was on her way to Harlingen that morning. It was Christmas freaking Eve. What if there's so much evidence, why wasn't this all brought up back then? Why is it now you want to bring it out 2 years later?
Seriously.
I mean,
check Frank Marr's phone records. You're not going to check everybody's phone records. You're not going to check their interactions on social media, because there's your story right there. Your case is right there. But no, you're not going to do that, but you're going to do it for somebody to be held in contempt of court, right? So that lady had to serve 30 days in jail. Frank Marr was so upset. Oh, why? That's not fair. What do you mean it's not fair? She literally not only violated a court order, she was trying to get me put in jail, but to Frank Marr, that's unfair. These are men that hate me.
why do the men hate you? That's something that I don't know. Because she's a powerful woman or whatever, because she speaks out on things that.
Well, she is an activist. She states that. But, not all activists are bad.
I don't hate her. I don't hate AOC either. I mean, I like her, but I don't hate her.
Oh, I can't stand AOC. I hate when she stands at the podium in front of Congress, bounces up and down, hits that little podium, and has a temper tantrum going, why? I mean, I just want to reach through the screen and slap the crap out of her.
Sounds familiar.
Did you know that? Did you know someone was pretending to be me? And by that time, the damage had been done. It took nearly a year almost to find out who that was, but they found out, God, thank goodness, who it was. But that wasn't going to repair the damage between me and my lawyer. They didn't investigate it before they admonished me and, peeled carrots on me and said, oh, you shouldn't have done that. We're going to call your lawyer. And then my lawyer tells me you shouldn't have done it. And I'm like, I didn't do anything, I promise, which is the same thing I've been saying all of these 7 years.
So 7 years, it's been just a conspiracy against her by everyone. Everyone hates you.
You're right, Alpha. The men do it too, but not near as much as AOC does.
With everything they say I did.
Jessica Lee, thank you so much. You're awesome. Much appreciated. Thank you
Vanessa
so much.
Anisette White. Why do all these men hate me so much? Look at me, honey.
Man, look at her. Look at her.
Hear me. Do you hear I know you can feel my strength through this video. I know you can.
Well, I hear you.
I know
I
you
see
can feel my strength.
Like an average person to me.
Not one of these hateful men, not one of them is as compelling as I am. Not one of them is as strong as I am. Not one of them is as intelligent as I am. Not one of them has contributed to humanity in the way that I have and I will for the rest of my life.
What have you done for humanity, Vanessa?
What have you done? Yeah.
What have you done?
What has you done for humanity?
What have you done lately?
For humanity, not for the lady next door. Or
the lady next door is humanity.
The old lady, her client or whatever, her patient.
I mean, what have you done? Tell us.
Humanity.
I mean, you're sitting there on your soapbox, bragging that you do so much. Tell us what you do. Tell us what is so special about you.
Please tell us what you do for humanity. If you did something for humanity, I'll apologize to you right now. I will.
I mean, I'll make a plaque and give it to you.
Yeah.
And we'll make a key, a special key for you. I mean, we'll throw a party.
Tell me what you've done bigger than Elon Musk, Bill Gates, any other philanthropists on this planet.
I'll get you drunk. I'll take you out. We'll have a great time. I'll even, if I can afford it, I'll buy you a filet mignon, and I'll eat a pork chop.
Oh man, that sounds like a plan.
And it bothers their egos, ma'am.
Man,
that's why.
That's why.
Do you know how many juries? We've already had juries in some of my cases. No one's talking about the events of my cases. And now when I see we've had juries, and when I see that John Allen has made comments on a page, on a post of Judge Cordova's that has 300 something people, 200 something people, another 200 something people, that could be my jury pool.
It could be, but it's not.
That could be my jury pool. But it's okay that the hate taints my jury pool?
That's why they ask, has anyone here ever heard of Vanessa Tejeda? If you have, you've seen her on Facebook, you can walk out of here right now.
Yeah.
That's how they select a jury. It's called vetting the jury.
If you think that the jury is going to be all against you, then go for a bench trial.
I think that might have been the case already. I think that ship has sailed.
That it's not okay for me to tell my story. How does that make any sense?
4 minutes left. She is trying to taint this. She is. But the judge knows better. He knows better. He ain't a judge for no friggin' reason.
Kate, you're funny.
Why should I move? Okay, no, you know what? I'm glad you asked that.
Oh, please.
Why don't you move, Vanessa?
Exactly. I said it
because
too.
I'm a 9th generation Texan, first of all. Why the hell should I move? My family on my father's side has been here since Texas was Mexico. Why should I move? Oh, because somebody has a badge? Because somebody has judge's robes? Because somebody's in power? Because somebody's the district attorney? Because somebody has this and that? Because people
you have
hate
issues
me?
in Texas.
Why
Move
should
someplace
I
they
move?
don't know you, you won't have issues.
I've lived in the same house for 44 years. Why should I move? Why should I move? If I haven't done anything wrong, why should I move? Why should my environment not work the way it should? Because there's laws in place. There's people that took oaths. There's things that should be done to be able to protect me. Why should I move? If I move, then things will stay the same. And next time it will be another human, not me. Why should I move?
Oh, so
I'm not the kind of person that can save myself from a fire and look back and watch everybody else burn.
You're going to be a martyr for the world, or you're going to be the next savior of the world, is what you're saying. Exactly. So it should happen to me instead of somebody else, is what she just said. It should happen to me instead of somebody else.
For humanity.
I'm not supposed to protect myself. I'm not supposed to fight for a fair trial. I'm not supposed to fight for an unbiased eyes looking at everything.
At the last minute, she wants to fight for all this stuff. She's got a court thing coming up on the 24th.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Now she wants to fight for her life right now. For her, she calls her life.
They just didn't count on me being this strong. And now there's people that are telling me, Vanessa, when I tell you that Judge Cordova made an order that you do not record the hearing and then post clips later, and he was very serious about that, I want to believe that it was because he was protecting my daughters. I don't want to believe what other people believe. And what other people believe is that he did that to hide all of the decisions that are being made against me.
Oh, my God.
I don't think a decision has been made yet because you requested a jury trial.
Yep.
So no decisions have been made yet. Boy, you really are not that intelligent. I gave you a lot of credit yesterday.
It's so small that everybody knows each other, and it's easy for anybody to be bullied. Shit, they can try to bully me all damn day long, and all damn day long I'm gonna survive them. I don't know what the hell the Rio Grande Valley was thinking, man, because I'm just as part of the Valle. Just because I don't sound like everybody else, just because I'm not as country as some people, just because I'm not as Valle as some people, just because I am who I am, doesn't mean a damn thing. I have lived all my 44 years in the Rio Grande Valley. All my 44 years. I didn't leave for college. I didn't leave for school. I didn't leave for any reason. I didn't leave for work. I have been here all my 44 years. I'm just as much Valle as any of my damn bullies. Both the bullies with badges, the bullies that are officials, the bullies who've been elected, the bullies who've been appointed, and the bully citizens.
Oh, why always me? Why me? Why me?
And that's it. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Goodbye. So
take care and be well. Go right now, because you all that are on here, you haven't seen the video. I had to prove it. To prove it. No, John Allen wasn't on Judge Cordova's page. Nuh-uh. Go look at the video. Go look at the video. Come back. Tell me I'm lying.
What video?
Peace.
We haven't seen
Thank
it
you,
yet.
Bye.
So I find it extremely interesting how she can go from like zero, everybody's against me, everybody's made decisions about my life already, to fighting like she just forgot what she talked about. And it's like, that makes absolutely no sense over here on the left, but over here on the right, I mean, it's like 3,000 miles away from what she said over here.
Yeah. Something ain't. It's hinky. It's hinky.
Yeah.
It's hinky.
And it sounds like, did reality just kick her in the ass and go, oh my God, maybe on Wednesday I'm going to be put in prison the rest of my life, or for 20 years. I don't know. I don't know what Wednesday's court date is. I don't know if it's the children situation or if it's the state litigation thing of the $75,000. I don't know, but one of them kind of just slapped her in the ass and go, hey, this is reality. It can happen.
Yeah. Like, the jig is up is the best thing that I keep Okay. I'm going to play, what is this real quick? Hang on, Bam. I know you got to jet out of here. Give me 4 minutes. Can you give me 4 minutes, Bam?
I can give you 4 more minutes. I mean,
Okay.
I've given Vanessa 2 hours of my life already. What's 4 more minutes?
Give us 4 more minutes. I'm going to play one more for you.
One more. Is this the video that she's saying of John Allen on the Facebook page?
No.
Does she even have it?
This is a ridiculous video she was teasing her followers with last night. The video is from November 2019. No More Chiski's Lies posted this video.
Oh, I think I've seen this video already.
It deserves a Razzie Award for the worst acting by an attention seeker in a live video. Compared to
Amber Heard in it too.
Compared to Amber Heard, no, it does not.
Okay, then it's not
the fact that she claims she is upset because of something she read that happened 20 years prior should clue the minions into understanding that not only is this woman mentally unstable, but she has been for a long time. All right, let's play this thing. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'm just playing something that's on a page that's made public. It's been public already. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Real quick. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay.
I don't know.
And I tried. I was strong. I've been strong. I've been doing everything. But right now, one of my bullies, one of the men that is coming at me right now, these are men, grown men, angry, just angry. And I get it. It's politics. But when I know what I know about some of these men, and I'm being a gentleman more than these men could ever be. I'm being a gentleman, not saying what I know about these weak men. I'm being nice about it.
Well, then politics isn't for you, darling.
I found out that one of my local bullies, my local trolls, that he has 20 years ago, he hit a woman on the back of her head. I saw the paperwork. That's the paperwork that I saw. Right before I went to that party right now, man. That let me know that the level of violence that is inside some of these angry men is strong. And every night I have to go to sleep with a gun right next to me.
Oh, yeah,
every night I have to sleep with a gun next to me. I shouldn't have to do that. My police department is down my street. I should feel safe.
I sleep with the gun next to me, and I do feel safe.
Vanessa, and I am running for sheriff in a county where I cannot even go to the sheriff's office right now. And I'll tell you one thing right now. I am not dropping out of this race. I'm not dropping out of this election. I don't care how many men get angry in Willacy County. I don't care how many men get angry in the Rio Grande Valley. They're mad. They're mad because in Texas, you don't have to be a police officer to be a constable or a sheriff. You don't have to be. And they're mad because I'm more popular and more known than all of the men that are running, and they're angry. They're angry that I'm probably gonna get a seat that they could never ever get. They're so mad and weak, and many of them I have defeated for other reasons, and they're angry that somebody that defeated them is gonna rise to power and has a really good chance. And this is a historic seat. That is why I'm not giving up. That is why I'm not giving up.
Oh, you go, Curl.
Because when Texas can elect a female as sheriff without a peace officer license, then things will start to change. Then anybody can get elected. Any female with a peace officer license will get more respect. When we have more females in these law enforcement agencies, then we will have people that understand our circumstances. We'll have some of our own. Do you not understand? Law enforcement is underrepresented. The law enforcement is not represented equally. Law enforcement does not have female representation to such a degree that there's a woman in Texas right now, me, with my daughters. You've seen my daughters.
Oh, we've
You
seen them.
see them, they're on my cover picture. Please, share my video. Share my video. Let them know what's going on in the RGV. Let them know what's.
Wow.
That was extremely emotional, and I think it's if Texas really has that law, you don't have to be a cop to be a sheriff. That's stupid rule. They need to change that shit. Why would we elect you sheriff if you're not even a cop to begin with?
There are some jurisdictions where that's the case, and I don't know if they get deputized or what. I'm gonna find out about that. But yeah,
I wouldn't vote for somebody that wasn't a cop to be sheriff. I mean, you kind of have to know the job that you're running for.
Wow. I think
that was faker than my nails. Oh, hell's bells and taco shells.
Yeah.
You know, I love her passion. She had a lot of passion in that video. and you know, if she was an actress, I'd have to nominate her for an Emmy.
I mean, you got to give her the nomination, right?
Absolutely.
Give her the nomination.
Maybe we should. Maybe you should make a T-shirt just for her with the Emmy or the Golden Guy, and send it off to her.
The Golden Guy.
Who is that? The Golden Globe? No.
Oscar?
Yeah, the Oscar. Get it. Put the Golden Guy on the T-shirt for Vanessa only.
All right. Well, Bam
Chris
has
said
got to
throw her quarter in.
What do you got to get up so damn early tomorrow?
Well, I got to be to work at 7:30 in the morning. I get off at it's either 1:30 or 2:30, and then I'll probably come home, take a little nappy nap. Can't be a long nappy nap because I got to be in bed because I got to get up at another ungodly hour of the morning on Monday to go to work.
All right. Well, I know you got to split unless you're going to stay, but I want to put this other video up there.
Are we talking? Is this the hour and a half one?
This is just under an hour and a half. Yeah.
All right. Well, I still have this much cocktail left, so I'll stay until that's finished.
All right. That's a trooper for us. All right. Let me open that up.
Trish, I'm going to hang out for a little while longer.
20th, the 20th, the 20th. Here it is. Oops. All right.
You know, we haven't had a good Vanessa marathon in a while. So, you know, I'm going through withdrawal symptoms from my Vanessa S. Tijadina. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, you're getting better at it. You're getting better at it.
Well, a couple of times I've said it perfect. Oh my God, look at that do-rag. Sweet Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
At least you changed your color this time.
Yeah, and I still have yet to go out and find a pink one for myself.
All righty, here we go. This one is exactly 90 minutes. And
I won't stay all 90 minutes, but I'll stay as long as I can, guys.
You know what? This might be so good, you may not want to leave.
Oh,
how's
fuck
that?
Me in the ass.
All righty, let's get this going so we can keep Bam here as long as possible. Let's see. This is from today as well. This is from today. I'm going to speed through away some of this dead space.
Dead air.
Take a drive with me. I need to get something done, and I'm hoping that they're open.
Where are we going?
Wait a minute. What does she have in her hand?
Car keys.
I just went back a little bit.
Wallet.
Will you take a drive with me?
Lighter.
I need to get something done, and I'm hoping that they're open.
Is that a lighter?
Yeah, I'll go with the later. She probably
Sure.
smokes cigarettes.
Happy Saturday to everybody. I hope all of you are doing good.
Of course, I'm doing good. It's Saturday.
I don't know that she smokes. Well,
Hold on,
except for
I'm
what
gonna
we've
take a little
seen
bite
her
of this.
smoke.
I haven't
Well,
eaten
I mean,
yet,
if she
and I shouldn't be
does,
eating
I mean,
this.
she the 8-hour videos. I mean, if she's a cigarette smoker, how the hell do you go 8 hours without a cigarette? I couldn't do it when
I
I
didn't
smoked.
really need this, but thank you to the ladies that made this happen. They were like, "Let us do
Oh,
your
she
nails
does
for
smoke.
you."
Okay, I've just been informed.
And I said, "Okay,
Cigarettes,
thank
that is.
you."
Oh, well, okay. I ain't mad at her.
Nail
I'm an
reveal.
ex-smoker.
I said, "Thank you, thank
You're
you,"
welcome.
because I wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Fresh nails.
I like these.
Oh, she had some kind of candy or something, a candy bar or
Tootsie Roll.
some kind of snack.
I like Tootsie Rolls.
I want to talk to y'all about something.
I have no idea what this is about. I haven't watched this yet.
I love these. They're 3 for $1 at the Dollar General. It's coconut and dark chocolate.
Oh, like a Mounds, right? Is that what they're called?
And then just let me get a piece of this.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember? Oh my goodness. Do y'all remember these?
No.
This is a big one, though. They used to come in like, they were little. They were tiny little thing. And I remember
Is that
when my
Andy's
grandparents
Andy's
would go to
candies?
Luby's.
I like Andes.
It was literally like this size,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like nowhere near that thick. They
Andes,
were
yeah.
super thin.
Andy's candies, those mints are
And
so
every time you
freaking
go to
good.
Luby's, they
Yeah,
would
they are.
have them for like an after your meal thing. Oh no, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm gonna speed through some of this because this is
Reminds me of my
really
childhood.
boring, to be honest with you. See if she gets to something.
You know, I thank you guys so much.
There, bam. We saved 5 minutes right off the bat. See?
I thank you guys so
Yay.
much for whether you watch my videos live or whether you watch my videos when you when you're later on, 2 days later, a week later, a year later, I still thank you. Obviously, when you're choosing, of all the millions of things that you could be doing in your own life personally, of all the things you could be doing in
How do I check?
all the things you could be watching,
Got a photograph
the
here.
fact that you, even if you give me five seconds of your life, if you give me all the minutes and all the seconds of the video in your life, thank you. Whether it's live or whether it's later, or whether it's a year later, whether it's the same day.
Is it live
whatever.
or is it
Thank
Memorex?
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time.
I don't think too many people
Fair enough.
know what you're talking about when you say, "Is this live or is it Memorex?"
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Whether you watch it live or on the replay. So I wanted to mention something.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, you never did play that
I
video I showed you last night about the sharks.
didn't actually
Oh,
say
yeah.
it because I don't know if I just never forgot.
That's
or
funny as hell,
I
by the
wasn't
way.
choosing not to say it.
Come on, get to the point, please.
Before you start, yeah, I know the DPS put something out, saying don't be on the phone. They mean like don't be on the phone. Don't be on the phone. I'm looking at my windshield. This is on my windshield. I'm not looking down. I'm not looking like this. I'm looking on the road. If you can see back there, that means it's on the road. Here's my seatbelt. I'm not going to go right. I'm not going right. I'm going to go right when I feel comfortable, sir. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, look at you.
No, look at you.
I cannot stand that. That's
course you
because, I am a good driver. Anyways.
That's your opinion.
So, don't be telling me stuff like that. I live in Texas, which is a hand-free state, and the DPS is 100% aware that this is legal. This is legal. If the DPS has a problem, all the DPS has to do is show themselves or have their You did not just honk at me again, sir. You did not just honk at me again. You did not just honk at me again. What's your problem?
Well, he did. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
So
what
get
were
on
you
with
going to
your
do
video
about it?
here.
What would you have done
With
about it?
another
Absolutely
older white
nothing.
man. Just these people just used to, my way now. Please, are you kidding me? Bye.
Imagine that.
Anyway,
Imagine her saying that.
in his little Mercedes.
Jealous? Are you
Anyway,
jelly,
if the
Vanessa?
DPS has a problem with this, all they have to do, they're the DPS after all, right? Put your statistics together and tell them that not even hands-free is safe. Okay? Because for right now, this is legal. This is legal. This is legal.
It is.
If there was a million troopers watching, this
Well,
is legal.
I don't know about that. I know it's legal if you are talking on the phone, but a live video session, that is what I don't know if it's legal or not. If you're just using it as so on speakerphone or through the hands-free, yeah, obviously that's okay. So,
This is legal. All right?
Right?
So for all of you that are going to have a problem that I pulled over and let that man go ahead of me, why am I going to have him be honking behind me like that? Just let him go on his way, right?
Right?
Since he's in such a hurry. Like a bat out of hell, he went past me. That's why he was honking and honking and honking. Wherever he's going, it must be an emergency because he was literally going over the limit and trying to make me go right when I shouldn't be going right.
You better. He's trying to get
So
some stupid
anyways.
woman out of his way so he can get about his business.
Look at this silly person right
Did
here.
I say that out loud?
Angelica Michelle de Martinez.
read that, Pam.
You didn't even use your are you trying to save time typing?
Yeah, her and old Bernie.
I understand if you even used why you are your, text speak, right? But you totally left the O out.
He told me this is going somewhere. I'm gonna fast
Why
forward this a
you
little
are?
bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
And 2 question marks? Because it's so important, right?
Right?
It's right here, silly lady.
We don't care.
And all your comments, and everybody cares.
I just said we didn't care.
Because there ain't no damn way that you are going to convince the rest of the world that you only have ever shown hate in your life in this moment. Hell no. That is classic mean ass girl bully ass energy.
Okay.
Classic.
You say so.
Classic.
Classic.
I bet you've ruined a couple of lines
Classic.
in your lifetime, haven't you?
Classic. Got to bob your head.
I'm totally safe. I'm sure you think you are. Honey, nothing can save you from karma. Nothing. I promise you, nothing can save you from karma. Not even you, honey. Not even you. Not even you.
So what are you going to do when karma comes and
Nothing
kicks
can
you in
save
the ass? Because she's a coming.
No one is safe from karma.
Karma's not
Anything
only a
else?
bitch, she's a ruthless. See you next
Anything else?
Tuesday.
Can I go on? I hadn't even really started. Anything else at all? Are you done? Are you done trying? I mean, haven't you had enough? No? You still need to try a little bit more? I'll let you. No, for real, because this video, you could even win. Like, I might delete this later. I might not.
You won't.
What else you got?
Too full of herself to delete it.
Anything else?
Anything else? Anything else?
Kissy faces? Everybody always resorts to emoticons when they're lost for words. When they know that they've been dealt
really?
with.
I must never be a loss for words because I don't use them.
Thank you. Wonderful. I got here right on time. Hi. You're gonna do this already? I don't have to wait. There's no car in front of me.
No, you're good.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Please don't vacuum or anything. Don't worry about that.
You just want an oil change?
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I work a lot, so.
Yeah, because I might have to come through and
Oh, I had that. I
find
just
a
haven't
little
put that on.
weed
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
or
No,
little
don't. That's
pieces
how
of
busy I am.
marijuana on my floor to smoke later.
Yeah. Please don't vacuum my crumbs. I could use those later.
Yeah.
And don't worry, don't let the fact that my car is dirty sway you from trying to vacuum it. So just leave it. No need to clean the car.
No, it's the oil. Look at the last time I was here. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, we're getting our oil
Can I have
changed.
my
I
card
need
and
to
my
do that.
license. Thank you so much.
Who's got an extra $100 for a fucking oil change? Right, bots? You don't know.
Anyways. Anything else?
I don't know. We're here waiting on you. So next topic there, B.
Anything else? Is there anyone else? And now you know what kind of hate I get, you guys. And that lady probably, I'm not gonna lie, she's probably part of the hate page. Because who's gonna come and say something?
Hawk, you obviously have no idea who this person is. And you obviously don't know what bullying is. And you obviously haven't watched her enough. And just because you've watched for a week or two means nothing.
She does like to bully.
She's the queen of bully. All right. All I'm doing is replaying her live shows, her live videos, which she does plenty of. And there's a method for the madness, which here everyone already knows. So you should, before you say anything else, you really should know the history and watch more.
Yeah, and I tend to get a little rude with my comments sometimes. Sometimes they're a little too rude, but honest.
People make their comments in your comment section and on my comment section there, and that's, people have the right to say what they want to say. And these are people that have followed her for years. I mean, years. Just because you've watched her for a week or two, yeah, you're not getting the whole story.
Yeah, she does block parties, and she'll pull up people's Facebook accounts, show them online, and just talk really rude and really bad about their pictures and their life. And
yeah, she does a lot of things which most would consider shady in itself.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to block you. What she would do, she'd block you right away.
Oh yeah, you disagree with her? Blocked.
Yeah, you can't ask her about anything. I could tell you, ask her about this, ask her about that, and if you do, she'll block you. She'll just yell at you, and then she'll block you.
You disagree with her? Blocked.
Then you're blocked. Then you can't watch, and you want to watch her because you want to hear what she's got to say. That's why everyone here is. That's why I repost and I rebroadcast, because people want to hear what she's got to say, and they can't because they're all blocked.
Yeah, she's a little dictator.
That's the God's honest truth. So educate a little more, and you'll be okay. I'll give you a pass on your comments there.
Something as bad as watch you die and
Jay
no one
Villa
cares.
cannot call in sick.
Come on,
I need the
honey.
money
You see
too
me
badly.
living and you see people caring. Obviously, if something happens to me, it bothers you that some people would care. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying it. Mm-hmm. Hello, Monica Denise. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Julie Marie. She is all about hate. That lady is all about hate. That is evil, evil, evil. I just want to take a little look at her. I want to check her profile real quick. Hold on. I just want to. Oh, she deleted it?
That quick.
You deleted it? I'm sorry. I'm gonna screen record this real quick. Hold on. This is classic. I'm gonna use this for content later.
Of course you will.
Quick.
Yeah, there's a method for the madness. I'm not going to keep going over why I am streaming Nadine, but there is a reason for it. And if you live here in Texas, you would know why. Again, just like I told Hawk, you can watch more other than just a few days or a couple of weeks of what you've seen.
So I want to let y'all
to know who she is and what she's done.
I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna go live tonight.
Just say it.
Just so you know, okay?
Just say it.
I'm gonna go live tonight, and I feel the tropical storm. Like right now, as we're sitting here, the wind suddenly changed.
Oh, so your body's a barometric pressure
right now.
sensor now.
Like this
Got it.
Just a few minutes ago.
So by the time this video she did, by the time this video came out,
I smell wet dirt.
They had already downgraded the tropical storm to like nothing. The thing like kind of disappeared.
Pouring. It's raining. It is legit. Oh, that's it. Like it. As we've been on the phone, everything changed. Everything changed. That's it. I guess it's here. It's like my grandpa would say, look at this cloud. Watch. Look at that. It wasn't like that right now. It wasn't like that. My grandpa would always tell me, ahí viene la tempestad. Like right now it's not raining hard, but it's raining really like a lot of little. He would call this chispeando, like little sparks of rain. Or if it gets a little bit more, it would be like when it's like kind of like drizzling. Drizzling, it would be, he would have said, está guareando.
It's called a light drizzle.
Está guareando. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really? It is.
Right.
It is an eerie feeling. It is. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Anyways,
how are you not expecting it when they've been telling us a tropical storm is coming?
Well, yeah, they've even told you guys to go get sandbags that was supposed to be today.
They're giving out sandbag warnings. Go pick up your sandbags. How are you not expecting this? If you okay.
She lives in a
crypt. It's kind of nice to feel the
Tales from the Crypt, Vanessa. Vanessa's Tales of the Crypt.
It's nice to feel it on your face. That's the nice thing about not wearing makeup, is that you don't care. You can legit stand in the rain. Ooh, it's coming hard now. Look at that. My whole face is gonna be wet right now. Watch.
Quick.
That's crazy.
Dive in your car and get a bar of soap.
This just happened just right now. Oh wow. Okay. Well, anyway, can we get
So,
rid of all the hateful people?
Bam, I'm going to ask you this straight up right now.
Lay it on me.
All right. Do you have a crush on Vanessa? And tell me the truth. Don't try to tiptoe around the truth.
Okay, well, so
Do you have a crush on Vanessa? Just tell me right now.
there's this vicious rumor going around about me at work that I'm not gay.
Oh, you're not gay with Vanessa,
Well,
or because
people
of
at
that?
work seem to think that I'm not gay. So, I mean, with 30 or 40 Viagra, yeah, I could probably give Vanessa a great trip around the block.
Oh,
I mean,
listen to you.
she's got enough padding back there to ride that ocean.
So,
Slap it one time and ride it for a month.
Nadine, it's called a human interest. That's what this is. I'm not going to go and explain it. Every time I have to explain, I don't need to explain this every single time somebody says, why do you stream her?
Okay, well, Nadine, Vanessa is my crackhead TV.
And frankly, she's fascinating to watch and to listen to. She is.
She
There's
is.
no doubt
Believe
about
it or
that.
not, I mean, she's entertainment. And when she starts going on and bullying people, I mean, it's kind of fun, but it kind of sucks at the same time because it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. It gets a bit redundant.
Yeah, it has been, and we took a break from that for that reason.
We did. But she is interesting to watch. She's got something that just kind of grabs your ass. I don't know what it is.
That's a good way to put it. And for years, she's put her life on the internet for everyone to get interested in, and I'll say it, forcing people to watch what goes on in her life.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have a crush on the woman. I think a lot of the shit that comes out of her mouth is ridiculous. And
the real reason is that she's run for public office many times, and she's going to do it again. And I don't think she's right to represent my state or any city in my state,
especially with her current legal issues that she has. And she is correct when she says that she has not been convicted of anything.
No,
she's 10,000% correct on that.
She's been playing the system. She's been playing, she's been playing the system very well. She's had favorable judgments from the judges, giving her time, rescheduling. She's had a good run at it.
And she talks about karma. Well, karma eventually comes around and gets everybody, good and bad.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to take her down or anything like that, but I just want people who are potentially voters out there to see that you're going to be a candidate. So,
but yeah, I mean, I enjoy. I mean, she's not dumb by any means. She's not dumb by any means. Is she intelligent? Yeah, and some things she is. Sometimes I think she just throws a word out there, like she just learned the word and she has to use it like 5,000 times today to impress people.
Yeah, so there's a method to the madness. We don't hate her. I don't know her personally. I don't hate her.
I've never met the woman. I don't hate her. I totally believe you have to meet somebody and have somewhat of a relationship before you can actually develop hate feelings.
Yeah. For me, if you're trying to murder me,
then I hate you.
I'm going to hate you.
Yeah. I'm going to hate you.
But she's not. That's not. I don't hate. Bam doesn't hate her.
No, I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her. I mean, I kind of enjoy her.
So yeah, sorry to break your heart there, but yeah, crush on her. Yeah, no. Everyone wants to hear.
She's not my wet dream. I'll tell you that right now.
People want to hear what she's going to say next. They want to see what she's going to say next.
Yeah, she's not my wet
dream.
There's
no lie. She's fascinating to watch and listen to, and some of the things that she says are.
Yeah, they make you go, what?
And
I just feel like I lost some brain cells listening to that sometimes.
and I've been following her for a couple of years already, but other people here, even in this chat, in this comments, have been following her for 7 years or more. So she's like family. It's like family.
Well,
So
yeah, I could see that.
for what it's worth,
I consider her part of my family, my Crackhead TV family.
that's what it is. Back to the videotape. Actually going pretty quick here.
I hope so, right?
Actually,
I don't know if this
I am off to bed.
I hear we expect
Y'all have a great night.
Okay, Bam's leaving us. Good night, Bam.
I'm leaving you. I got to go to bed. Got to get up early. I got to go make the donuts, so to speak.
Yep. So you call a got to get up early kind of working man. Too early for my taste bud.
Yeah, too early for my taste too tomorrow. I don't want to do it.
To be
So
continued.
good night, everybody. Good night, eyes.
All right,
See y'all later.
Get
See
some
you on
rest.
the flip side.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, night, guys. Oh, and Monday is supposedly the day. Monday is the evening. Monday evening. It'll be an early one.
Computer day.
Computer day. Monday.
All right. All right.
Night, guys.
Bam, go to bed, buddy. Get some
Later.
rest. All right. Good night to Bam, everyone. All right. Let's continue this. We've got about, I don't know, an hour.
Be bad. That's why I came to get this done right now. I was like, I've been putting this off for too long. Thank you, Mr. Manny. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I hope you get rain set here in Southern California. Thank you.
That tropical
Jessica
storm we were
Lewis
supposed to
says,
get kind of,
we need rain in Moreland,
been watching it, and it just kind of
It's raining in Brownsville. That's where it
disintegrated.
Feels like it's coming
It
from.
disintegrated.
It's coming from that way because all the look at the palm trees. How they're watch. You see the palm trees? They're all going that way a little bit, just like that way a little bit. That's how I knew that it was coming from the south. Yeah. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Hawk, where are you from, Hawk?
Anyways,
Hawk
thank you, Erica Jane. Thank you. It's hitting up from Mexico. Oh, it's really bad now. Okay, it's not bad, but it's getting bad. It was not like this right now.
I hope it does rain. It's supposed to be raining right now, actually.
It legit wasn't like this. It wasn't like this at all. Y'all saw me in my car right now. I usually don't give my location, but there's like, I don't mind going live here because there are like so many cameras. Nobody's gonna come rolling up acting like a fool here. Yeah.
Really quickly, you went over on your mileage.
I know I did.
Your oil's really black.
I know.
If you want, we can do a chemical flush, clean out any gunk that's sitting inside the motor, clean out the gaskets, everything on the inside, and then put the
How
new
long
oil
is it
in.
gonna take?
About another 5 minutes.
That's fine.
All right.
Thank you. Sir, what kind of oil are you gonna put in it?
Right now you're running at the 530 full synthetic. Did you want to stay on that one?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You got
Thank you. So, let's see.
Pennzoil or Quaker State? That's the question.
Thank you. Are you kidding? You don't even know how much I want to get in the rain. I want to jump in the rain so bad. That's why my grandparents would pick me up from school every time it was raining, because they knew that I was just going to be there all happy walking in the rain. They knew that. They knew. And they were afraid that I'd get sick or something, or that I'd make a mess when I walked in the house. But you don't even know what it's taking for me not to walk in that rain right now. I'm going to have to walk in it anyways, but you see it already slowed down. And just like that, And just like that. And just like that, it's gone away. So, you guys, I wanted to say, I want to thank all of you for all your thoughts and prayers. This is one of the first videos you're watching of mine. I'm just a female in South Texas. I've been a nurse for 25 years. Nobody ever had an issue with me, ever. Until people started to try to affect the lives of my sons when they were each 11 and 16 at the same time in the same year. Oh, and before that, they started to try to bully my best friend. And so all of a sudden, I had to come at all of them.
Yeah, Nadine, she, for as much as people would try to recommend help or say, try to talk to her in
the problem getting worse, and
in a very sincerely caring way, she will not have any of it. You can try it. Go ahead and try it. See what happens. I mean, you'll probably get blocked, and she'll say, "What are you coming here for?" And who do you?
And whenever it was
She will see that as undercover hate.
Came all the way from Starr County.
For as sincere as you may be, telling her, you need some. You can't tell her she needs help because she will just go off on you. I've got that open invitation for her to come and talk on the show, just to talk, not hate or any of that stuff, no insult or none of that.
Thank you. Right. And so,
my door is open to her to come and do that.
I also saw all of the
she's just she's a particular kind of way. She has to control a narrative, and if she can't be in control of it, then she wants no part of it. And since it'll be on my platform, I'm inviting her to come and talk.
Every district.
Kind of a clean slate thing. I'll start over again. I've said that. I said that the other night.
So when I went to my district attorney,
but and I mean it sincerely. And but she won't. She won't take any kind of constructive criticism. If somebody says, "Oh, take care,"
the NASA, the law enforcement in South Texas is.
I'll pray for you. She will go on the attack. I swear, everybody here can attest to that.
They won't.
So
I would have been like
hurting.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have been like many of the
some deep issue. Yeah, absolutely, there are.
And I would have been like,
but I don't bully. I like to contradict things that she says or she claims. Some people will take that as bullying, but that's not true. So she calls me a hate page. That's not true. But she calls everyone who goes against her a hate page. Everyone, doesn't matter what you are. She'll call you a hate page or a hater or a hater.
They're gonna arrest a woman.
I'd say give it some more time to watch her more, or don't watch. You're welcome to watch here every time I come on. You are welcome. I'm not going to block you or whatever. Even if you disagree with me, I won't block you. Just I get where you're coming from.
People don't realize she cleared her charges. A judge said that these officers did some bullshit that lady wanted to do to her. Wanted the officers to do to her. People don't realize that. They just see the first mugshot. You see? But that's the area where I live. And it is so hard to get the people in the area where I live to understand. Don't allow yourselves to be manipulated by hate. This is my life. Everybody else has shows. Everyone else has shows. They have a fancy, fancy names and fancy titles for their light pages. No, I'm a regular person. I'm Vanessa Tijerina. That's it. So, when the top law enforcement official decided to harm me and ignore how his city officers were harming me, I decided you're going to get out. You ain't going to be here no more. It's 2 years to your election, but it's okay. You're gonna get out. You ain't gonna be here no more. And everybody said it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. And let me tell you something. The person that won, they didn't win by a landslide. No. Why do you say that, Vanessa? The reason that I say that
Thank you,
is
John and Jessica
when
Lee.
you
Thank
don't
you.
win by a landslide,
Awesome. You guys are awesome.
that shows you were about 50-50. That little push that you got, the little push that you got, especially in a county like that small, the little push that you got, well, where do you think that little push came from? Don't think that he was replaced simply because the person that replaced him was the best. No, she almost actually lost. That difference, I don't care what anybody tells me. My thousands of views of all the videos that I made campaigning against him in a small county like that, that's what made that difference. That is. Because if it was by the person's own merit, and her family and friends can get mad at me all they want, but if it was by the person's own merit, she would have won by a landslide. Period. Period. Exactly. Marty Mayer's Claflin says, I got arrested at 40 and it was dismissed because they screwed up, so I have a mugshot but no arrest or criminal record. Exactly. That's what happens. So let me tell you all this too. Let me clean the screen. So then a series of arrests started because then they were like, damn, she got the district attorney out his seat, man.
So the other claim, Nate
And then the
Hawk,
local
if you're
police
still
wouldn't
here,
listen to me whenever I wanted them to give me information.
she's been arrested.
So when
I think it's 10 times.
I have a neurotypical
Between 8 and
mind,
10 times.
no mental illness.
Honestly, I don't know the exact number.
I am on the spectrum. And
I think it's
have
8 or 9
ADHD.
times.
I don't.
And
don't tell me anything. I need to see it on paper. I need to see it on paper.
None of those arrests
I need to see
were
it on
her
paper.
fault.
You
She
give it to
claims
me
this
on
to
paper.
be
You
a
don't give it to me how you give it to everybody
huge
else. I'm asking
conspiracy
you to see
by
it in
everyone,
paper. You're gonna give it to me in a
all
way that I
forms
can
of law
understand it, in other
enforcement.
words. And what these
She
people
claims
didn't
that
understand
she was in
is
law
that I'm
school,
protected by Title II of the AG Act,
to be a lawyer,
which means
and
it was
that
created
somebody
so
at the police
I
department found
can
out,
receive
and
information and
next thing you know, she
understand
was
it
arrested
in the way that I
in
can
an effort
understand it.
to
Just like a blind person must get the
ruin
information in
her
Braille,
law school,
just like
attending
you
law
talk to
school. I don't
a
know
deaf
how that
person
would stop her
needs
from
to get
attending
it,
law
you know,
school,
in a
but
different way.
she claims that,
A person who's neurotypical
and
needs
she
to be able to
claims
read
10 times.
what
Okay,
it
thanks, Kelly.
is
She
you want me
claims
to
she just claims
understand.
everybody is against
They
her.
didn't
It's a
listen to me.
conspiracy. I mean, she claims, and she said this.
The
She is the
people
most
that
hated
demanded
woman in
the
America.
complaints that I made
She said that.
because they violated my request
I would say
under Title II.
90% of America, 95% of
So I
America,
made my
99% of
complaint
America
to
probably has no
Washington,
idea who she is.
to the FBI, because the FBI takes complaints for Title II
But
violations.
she's made that claim.
That was a Title II violation.
And Gloria, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So guess who comes waltzing in
So
to
I'm not trying
little
to.
small town in Texas?
Yeah, somebody said,
police
maybe
department?
maybe Hawk is VT. Maybe she is.
The FBI
That could be.
on my complaint.
Vanessa, if you're
They thought I
watching,
was
just come on the
playing
show.
with them.
Come.
Shit, I'm not playing with you.
Let me know when.
Don't
We'll just
play around
talk.
with
Forget all
federal
this
level mandate. Don't be doing that shit.
negative stuff.
Don't be doing
I
that
mean,
shit. They
a
ain't gonna protect
legit
you.
conversation.
Federal level does not protect
I would do that.
bad acting city cops. Federal level
I would
does
do
not
that
protect
if you
bad
were up for
acting
it.
state
So,
level officials.
anyway,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
It's a federal level.
and it sucks that we have to
It's a
be
federal level.
suspicious of that
Just
she
like
might be
when
in here
Texas
watching
denied 2.5 million
as a
special
different
ed
name, because she
students
does have
special
various
education, and they ignored
profiles.
me when I went to the State Board of Education, right? I had already
So,
learned my
anyway.
lesson about dealing with
We
it
got
at
a
the
little
state
bit more to
level.
go here.
So what did I do?
John
I took
Allen
my
is a good
Washington
guy. He
State.
is a hero.
They heard
He's a
me,
legit
they came
hero.
down. They asked me to give the same speech.
Don't let anyone tell you
Don't
different.
mess with
John
federal
Allen, who's in
level.
our comments
And
here,
many
he
times,
saved.
the people that you try to mess with in Texas,
Who knows how
their
many
last
lives he saved?
resort
The guy walked into a Walmart
is
with
the
an
federal level.
AK-47, and he talked him
That's
out
their
of it,
last
talked him
resort.
down. So
So
his story's on my page as well.
they got scared. Shit, I would be scared too. They got scared, and then they saw me running for office the first time, and the second time, and the third time, and the fourth time. They got scared. Notice that I didn't get any arrests in my last election. No, because by them ignoring everything they did to me, they allowed hateful people. Every time I tried to get the local police department to allow me to make a report of harassment, my life is in danger. You don't like just make the damn report. Just make the report. I went live like 7-8 times trying to make a report, and everybody saw, and all of the hate pages would laugh at me when the police would not take my report.
It's because she would start to insult the police
Yeah,
officers
you
and
can't
start
deny
to argue with them.
You can't deny that.
And finally, they're like, all right, we're out of here. I mean, that's what happens a lot.
So it got so bad that 6 months after I was separated from my daughters, they removed the shield that they saw my daughters were. The hateful people saw we got her where we want her.
Yeah, what country is that, Hawk?
She's
Enlighten us.
doesn't have her
if you
kids
don't
anymore.
mind.
Now we can do what we wanted to do that we couldn't do before. So because of the neglect of the police and the prosecution, the district attorney's office put themselves in a really bad position. Because they came after me so badly, because they did everything that they did to me, they forced themselves in a position for me to now have standing charges of the state versus me, because all that is bullshit, right? And this is all political speech, by the way, before anybody tries to say that this is all political speech. So when the prosecution decided to make me try to use their power and abuse their powers, don't get it mistaken. Police brutality is not just physical contact between a civilian from an officer. No. Police brutality is also what they've done to my life. Yeah, it is. It's okay. You can deny it all you want. Well, the day is going to come when you're going to be proven wrong. So when they took me hostage and they tortured me, I'm sure that scared a lot of people. A lot of people that maliciously prosecuted me. A lot of people that failed to take my reports. A lot of people. So now, of course, you're not going to want to investigate, because if you investigate and you find out, oh shit, the people that were behind getting these people to put hands on her were the people she was trying to tell us about. I'm going to let that sink in a little bit. One more time. So, of course, they're not going to want to investigate who got the people that are now going to jail, going for a long time. Of course, they're not going to get the people that took advantage of these young people that were obviously going to be enticed with whatever it is you wanted to entice them with. Of course, you're not going to want to get the phone records of John Allen. Of course, you're not going to want to get the phone records of Lupe Olivares. Of course, you're not going to get the phone records of anybody and any man that I tried to make a report against that you did not move on and you did not investigate. Because what's going to happen? Yeah, that's right. Because what you're going to find out is, oh my God, all the people that we failed to take reports on, that she said were going to harm her.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Hawk. You believe what you want. There's a lot of history there, a lot that you don't know about. And it would take weeks for you to go back and look at the history of where it may have started. That's the only way you would know. And so there's a history there. It's not just a random stream that we're doing here. So I would suggest, if you don't know anything about this, you're really not at a place to comment, because you don't know the history. You don't know this woman.
Right?
So
The year that I was her third victim, on December 24th of 2020, I was her third victim. At the beginning of the year, she left another girl for dead for whatever reason she had. In July, September, in autumn, in the fall of the same year, she attempted murder on her other victim. The district attorney failed. Remember, that's the same year. This whole year, the beginning of the year in the winter, her first victim. The second year in the fall, her second victim. I was her third victim in the winter. That year was when I was running for senator. That's the year they arrested me 3 times. So this is how bad it is. The district attorney in the whole year failed to indict the girl that just was sentenced to 15 years for doing what she did to me. Right? But guess who the district attorney indicted? Yep. Thank you. She indicted me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. 1 second.
For Vanessa, right?
Yes.
So with the flush and the oil change, it's going to be 125.88.
Thank you.
125.88.
And it's going to be recorded in the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'll have it on the receipt as well, so
Thank you.
no worries. You'll have your own copy as well. I did add washer fluid. I repressurized the tires. The other fluids underneath the hood look good, so we didn't touch those. And then,
yeah, good thing she got that oil change. She does drive a lot. She drives
Thank
a lot,
you.
a lot.
Thank you, Chris.
I think if I drove that much, I'd be changing oil every 30 days, to be honest.
Sign anything?
the first copy will be mine.
Okay.
You just sign that one, and then the second one is yours. So
It was really bad, the oil, right?
yeah, signature there. But it's okay because you got the flush, and believe it or not, when the oil came out after the flush was done, the rinse oil, it came out gold.
Really?
Which is good. That's what you want.
Because, but that's only because I used full synthetic, right?
Yeah, the full synthetic oil has the longest lifetime compared to like semi-synthetic and conventional oil. So that's always going to be good. And then these newer vehicles, they are kind of suggested to get full synthetic anyway. That's how the motors are built. So using anything other than that will actually do more harm than good. Yeah, it'll save you like $20 here or there, but you're damaging your motor.
Okay.
So I think you're doing awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care. Okay, y'all. I'll be right with you. Hold on. And I'm about to get to my point right now. Oh, you can even tell the difference. You can even tell the difference. All right. Make sure I got everything. So she indicted me. Yeah. Instead of indicting somebody, isn't it ironic though? Look at the irony of that. People really don't see this. They don't really understand this. This is true story too. This is real. This isn't fake. A district attorney failed to indict a person and targeted me. She failed to indict the person for attempted murder at the beginning of the year for one person. In the fall, she failed to indict somebody. she failed to indict them the whole year. That's why that person was able to get out in November, because she never indicted her. Instead of putting effort towards targeting me with her prosecution, what she should have done was she should have indicted that person, because she never would have gotten out to be able to harm me. Isn't it the most disastrous irony for me that the failure of the district attorney to indict someone that dangerous and instead target somebody that should have never been indicted winds up being the victim of the person you failed to indict? Now, isn't that a 100% classic example of how law enforcement works in South Texas? You cannot get more classic than that. For 7 years, I have stated they prosecute the people that shouldn't be prosecuted, and they fail to prosecute those they should prosecute. That tiny little story is an example of exactly that. Now, on Friday, throughout this whole time, for people that say, why didn't you go to the FBI? Why didn't you go to the Texas Rangers? I did. From the beginning, I did. I gave up about 2 years ago. So you can imagine how scared these local law enforcement officers were whenever I wound up being taken hostage. Yeah, because y'all empowered them. Thank you for rescuing me, but the truth is you empowered them. You made them feel, not only did you empower the people put hands on me, the ones you really empowered were the ones that got it going.
Hey, Stuff.
The
Hey,
ones
everyone.
that feel
Just
that they are
joined.
safe right now because you refuse to look at their phone records. Because you refuse to investigate, because it's going to prove how negligent you were. That puts me at risk, because even though these people are going to prison, all these other people that are safe because you failed to do your job regarding Vanessa Tijerina and keeping her safe, all they have to do is pay someone else. And they know this. So for everybody that says, why don't you do everything that you can? I have. From the beginning, I went to the Texas Rangers. That district attorney kept telling the Texas Rangers, the one that I got out of his seat, no, she's a problem. She's a party against the state. That's why they kept arresting me too. So that when the FBI would call, yes, I went to the FBI like 5-6 times. But the FBI calls the local district attorney, and if the local district attorney is a problem, what's he going to do? Oh, she's a problem. She's a party against the state. And then the FBI doesn't help you. True story.
We got about 40 minutes left to this one.
But then May 24th of 2022 happens in Uvalde. And that showed the world everything that I stated for 7 years. Not only will they fail to do the right thing, not only will they fail to protect, they will cover up for themselves every single step of the way. So on Friday, I had to make a lengthy report to the United States Department of Justice about everything that I'm stating in this video right now. Everything. Everything. One thing I didn't like was that there was 2 things that I had to do before I sent that complaint. The first one I didn't need to do because it had already been done. So you can't just make a complaint to the United States Department of Justice, because what happened to me is a hate crime, which falls under their jurisdiction. But it became a hate crime because it also falls under official corruption, public corruption, because the hate crime would not have occurred were it not for the failure of all of the law enforcement that let me down and targeted me.
I'm a little
Now,
confused
you
here.
can deny it all you want, and it's going to take a little while,
What part is she saying was a hate crime?
but it's the truth. So one of the two things that you have to do, you can't just send the complaint. You have to do two things. You have to first let your local law enforcement know, which they did know about the hate crime. They did. And they knew about every time that I tried making a report and every time they didn't take it. And the beauty of my story is that everything is documented. Everything. Every call from every person, every messaging, every harassment, every time they came to my page and said something after I told them not to. Everything. Every time I said all contact is unwanted. Every time I tried to make a report with the police. Every time I went to the district attorneys, both of them. Every single time they arrested me. Every single time they indicted me. All of the times strategically when they decided to arrest me, strategically arrest me. Because that matters too. That creates a pattern and a practice. One time you can get away with it, maybe. Twice, maybe you can get away with it. But when you do some shit to somebody more than 3 times, yarovo, that's a pattern and a practice. And you can't get your ass out of that. And that's law enforcement that did that. So the second thing you have to do is you have to notify your local FBI. And I didn't want to have to make that call because of the feeling. They had already traumatized me because of every time they failed me too.
Yeah,
But
somebody
I had to make
asked,
the call.
does she really do
Otherwise,
these reports? And,
I wasn't following the steps that the U.S. Department of Justice wants you to follow before you submit the complaint to them.
I would imagine if
And
you're
so I
going to
called the
complain to
FBI.
the Department of Justice, you would have to have legal
I let
counsel to
them
do
know, and I
so.
let them know everything that's in this
Unless
video.
I'm
I let
wrong,
them
I
know.
could be wrong, I suppose.
And
I've
I told
never had to be in a
them, I'm gonna be honest
position.
with you, I really didn't want to make this call.
I've never been in a
But I
position
had to
where
make
I've
the
wanted to
call
complain
only
to the
so that I
Department of
can say,
Justice.
this is the duty agent at the FBI that I spoke to at this time on this date, so that I will comply with the steps that I needed to make before I resort to making a report and a complaint to the United States Department of Justice. And I told that duty agent, I said, sir, you saw what happened in Uvalde. Everybody in law enforcement knows. I don't know if you know people that were there that day, officers, federal or not. I said, but what was demonstrated that day? And I told him, I said, that's why I haven't come to the FBI in 2 or 3 years. That's why I gave up. Because I knew
I don't even know if there is a duty agent.
that was a potential to happen. Because I already knew Texas didn't care about 2.5 million special ed children from 2004 to 2010. They certainly weren't going to care about me between 2014 until 2020-21. And on May 24th, 2022, I told him I certainly knew that South Texas law enforcement was not going to help me if they didn't even bother to help two classrooms full of elementary school students. I was honest with him. So then I put my complaint together. And when I tell you every official's name is in there, every official's name is in there. Every official's name's in there. So all the Department of Justice has to do is get every court transcript. Everything, all of it, everything is there. Everything. Everything that they've done to me criminally and civilly, it's all there. All of it. Everything. And I'm putting this out there so that they'll know. I'm not going to just lay down and let you do whatever to me. I didn't know that it had to get this bad, but I kind of felt it years ago. I was like, oh, it's going to have to get a little bit worse, so that I didn't know I was going to have to be kidnapped and tortured.
I'm looking at the complaint form right now.
Because that's what literally, it's so sad. It shouldn't get to me getting
just
kidnapped and tortured.
print it out and fill it in.
That made my story. That was a culmination of neglect and police brutality against me. That's what led to that day. And it will happen to me again if these damn people do not get a message that you cannot keep neglecting your duties, and you cannot keep treating legitimate complainants as nuisances. That's a federal protection. Law enforcement.
Is she filling anything out? I
don't
believe
80s,
so.
1982, 83, 84.
If you wanted to fill out a complaint,
law enforcement.
there's a lot of pages. There's a lot of sections to fill out. What happened? Tell us what happened. Tell us who are the witnesses. All you gotta do is fill that out and send it, and that's a complaint.
Agency to treat a legitimate complainant.
You don't have to speak to a duty officer. There's no FBI duty officer.
If
you don't have to speak to the FBI. You can go to the Department of Justice online. I'm looking at it and just file it.
Of their constitutional rights.
The Civil Rights Division. It's right there for all to see.
And that's my story. That's exactly what has happened.
In fact, I'll put it in the comments.
That's exactly what has happened to me.
There it is.
And I
click there, and you've got the complaint form.
They just can laugh all they want. I know that everything that has happened to me all my life, and especially the last 7 years, is dramatic. It's like a movie.
Now, you would have to, the proper course of events is file charges or complaints locally. Paper trail, start at the bottom. Start with your local jurisdiction.
Knowing my story.
Municipal.
Realize this is one
then go to the county. Then go to state.
Yeah, you can laugh all you want.
Show there's a paper trail. Show that, you tried to get justice.
Story of survival like this. Not like this one. Not like this one.
Oh,
You've seen stories of adversity.
Listen to this.
When everybody winds up knowing my story, I don't think people realize this is one of the greatest stories ever. Yeah, you can laugh all you want. America has never seen a story of survival like this. Not like this one.
America has never seen a survival story like this one. Yeah.
Not like this one. You've seen stories of adversity. Lots of stories of adversity. Tons, millions, hundreds, thousands, all of it, right? You've seen people rise from poverty, to riches, right? You've seen those, all of those, all of that, stories of heroism, all of that bravery, all of that, right? But you've never seen a story of a woman who was not only failed by law enforcement, but was targeted by law enforcement in every civil and criminal way possible. That led to serious damage to her life in every single aspect and to her physically. You've never seen that.
It's never happened to anybody else ever. 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 Nobody's ever gone through any adversity at all. Not like she has. I mean, that's an insult to a lot of people who have gone through a lot of crap. Not to mention people in the military who voluntarily go and, stand for us. Yeah.
This is a story that's going to go down in history. And all of you are watching it. And it's all on my personal page. It's all live. It's all there. It's all documented since 2014, just so you know.
She wants us to watch. She wants people to watch.
All of it. I barely moved this. I barely moved it to this page at the end of last year. Before that, go. All my videos are public. Go if you don't believe me. It's all there.
But she gets angry, or her people, you get a certain person or two that want to get angry because she's being streamed. But she wants her story told. She wants her story out there.
Only the most hateful and the most evil from this point forward are the ones that are going to be doing it, though. Everybody else that was moderately hateful, moderately evil, a little bit, shitty, a little bit of an asshole, they already understand, like, shit, this is real. This is true. She ain't lying, and she wasn't ever lying. When my story later on is told, there's going to be villains. I didn't choose to make them villains. When you give out villain energy and when you make villain choices, you are a villain by your own hands. There's going to be anti-heroes in my story.
Okay. So welfare fraud, right? Over $70,000 worth. Theft of, I believe, expensive somebody's personal belongings, right? Driving while intoxicated or under the influence of something, some kind of controlled substance, with children in the car. So, but she won't put herself in the category of a villain. You want to spin this around where you're the victim still? So I'm trying to wrap my head around this to see if, all these law enforcement people who are just doing their jobs are villains because they're doing their jobs. Is that right? Interesting. Yeah.
Anti-heroes are heroes that are supposed to be heroes. You go to them because they're supposed to be the hero. And they failed. When you make anti-hero moves and give out anti-hero energy and make anti-hero actions, you're an anti-hero by your own hand. And then there's going to be heroes. There's going to be people that believed in me, people that helped me, people that didn't give up on me. And yeah, some would-be heroes turned into anti-heroes along the way. They did. Because even they thought this was an impossible task to get this woman out of this. Or they doubted me. But now that the tables are turning, now everybody wants to be a hero.
Steph.
Now no one wants to be a villain. Now no one wants to make anti-hero moves. But look at everything that I had to survive and had to endure. Keegan Nieto. What else?
Oh, that was weird.
What else, Keegan? Keegan Nieto, Nieto. You wanted to come over here and be a villain. It's strange how some people think it's cool to be a villain.
Villain now.
It's so strange. I never would know how to be a villain. Ever. Because in every story, I will be the hero. I will always be the hero. And I will never be a silent bystander. Ever. Ever. Because it's not in my nature. It's not in my nature. I'm not a narcissist. Because a narcissist wouldn't do this. A narcissist would never make themselves vulnerable. A narcissist would never ever leave videos up so that people that she knows or he knows would hate them.
Noted.
Because a narcissist would never take a risk that
Marty,
some people will hate you. No. A narcissist will always ensure that you only see the best of them. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not. Narcissism would have been brought out.
Yeah, so there's going to be a movie, you know, there's going to be a book and then a movie, right?
Keegan Nieto.
Who's going to play Vanessa?
Over here to the fight video.
Somebody said
but she ain't going to take them videos down, man.
Melissa McCarthy,
Now
maybe?
she's going to hate me forever.
Kathy Bates?
No joke.
I think Kathy
For real.
Bates is a little too old
She's
right
gonna be
now.
like 30 years
She's
old
older
for
now.
Vanessa Tijerina because she decided to come over here.
Melissa McCarthy,
No,
maybe?
narcissists do not
Somebody
like
said,
bad
who's going to play Manny?
They hate bad attention.
Well, I will only
They hate
have...
They really do. They do. They hate it. They do not. They always want to be seen as good.
Esai Morales. That's who I want to play
They
me.
hate it when people show that the narcissists even hate it when people
That's
are
who I
like,
pick.
look, you look bad right here. You did bad right here. And they're like, no, that's not bad. That's not bad. Kind of like you right now. Kind of like you right now. No, don't go after her. I love you, Melinda Nieto. She's like, I'm no relation to her. Don't go after her. I'm going to delete her comments later anyways. Don't go after her. You see, whatever it is that little Miss Keegan Nieto came over here for, and watch, her parents are going to hate me. Her grandparents are going to hate me. Her cousins are going to hate me. Her sisters are going to hate me. Watch. All because little narcissistic Keegan Nieto wanted to come over here and do her mess. No matter what the Keegan Nietos of the world say, nothing out of their mouths can justify anything that was done to me. Nothing. Oh my God, y'all are blindly doing this. Didn't you see her doing this? The things that Keegan is saying are things that were a direct result of the failures of these people on my life.
Rosie
There
O'Donnell.
was a time where I lost myself because I thought no one was going to help me and I was never going to get out of this.
Ricky Lake.
And Keegan Nieto and her kind of humans are the kind of humans that are stupid enough, ignorant enough, they don't understand, or they're just plain evil and hateful.
Oh, that would be an honor, Benicio del
They
Toro.
do
Yes,
not
for
get
sure.
that the shit that you're telling this woman
Yeah.
is things that literally happened because of everything they did to her and would have never happened had her truth not been the truth. But you're such a hateful little person, Keegan Nieto, and people like her, that you fail to see that. She doesn't like that I'm getting attention that probably she doesn't get. That's not my fault. Go make a page. Keegan Nieto. Okay, go. You see? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Go tell the law enforcement officers that failed me that. Go tell them. You're sure? You're damn right. When it comes to that, go tell them. Go tell them. Go tell them that. Go tell them that. So whenever somebody says, because usually it's hateful people like her. That's like the people that say that everybody's arrested deserves to be arrested. How do they say that? How do they imply that? They say that statement. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well, she came over here to play a stupid game and she won a stupid prize. This video was never going to come down. How do you like that prize for the stupid game you played, Keegan? All right. But if you really want to apply that appropriately, then apply it where it really needs to be applied. You don't get arrested because you were playing a stupid game and your prize was an arrest.
Are you guys following this?
There's tons of people in the United States that are maliciously prosecuted. And go ask Black folks.
Ugh.
Go ask Black Americans that have been arrested simply for being Black. Did they play stupid games? No. Did they get a stupid prize for a game they didn't play? Yes.
Yeah, did they play not only Blacks, there were other people there. Did you see what happened at the was it a Walgreens or a CVS? Well, what happened the other day at the I thought it was a CVS. I could be wrong. Oh, 7-Eleven. It was a 7-Eleven. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Anybody there going to get arrested? Probably not. So that's not a good reason to get arrested. That's the problem right now. For some reason, people want to sympathize too much with the criminal. He's being punished too much instead of protecting lawful citizens. This is a problem. And it's going to get out of control. People are going to finally have enough. Mark my words.
Yeah, they did. They did.
About 20.
So now Keegan Nieto,
20 minutes.
she's probably regional, thinks that she's going to be the next little superstar villain.
So this is what she does.
To rise because she stepped up to Vanessa the
This 90-minute video, and she'll complain against comments.
They all do.
And she'll go back and forth with the comments.
No.
Arguing with whoever they are. She doesn't even know who they are.
Kids. What do you mean?
She wastes so much time arguing instead of covering her point.
And was arrested. That's illegal. Y'all, when have y'all ever seen a video of me ever with my grandkids in the car? That's how silly this little person is.
Yeah, they probably meant your own girls in the car.
You see? You see what happens when you think you know it all? When you come over here thinking that you know it all? Shit, I'm literally in the middle of a video telling you how I have to survive the strongest powers. These are levels of government, Keegan, that you will never even be. Ever. In life, you will never have that power. And in a video where I'm telling you that I have survived those powers, I am surviving those powers, I will keep surviving those powers, and I will be triumphant. And I have shown all along the way how I'm getting to exactly that which I stated right now. Your little ass is still over here, still trying to win something that you could never win. Now I'm going to have her family hating me. To the family of Keegan Nieto. Who told Keegan to come over here? Who? No one. Not a damn person. Or not a damn person. Look at her. You were wearing an American flag shirt. It was a dress. What else are you going to say that's wrong? You still going to keep trying? That shit on that day would have never happened. Ever. Whatever it is that happened on that day would have never happened. had they not given me my first of 7 arrests before that.
Right.
No. And you know what? You're a mean young girl. How many people have you, how many girls your age have you bullied? How many? Because for you to think that you're such a badass that you're coming over here to try to step up to me, that means that you're a badass. You think that you're a badass in person. How many girls have you tried to drag their name through the mud? How many? I'm kind of glad you did this right now. Because had you gone your whole life without being read your truth, which is your truth, I don't need to take responsibility for something I didn't do. And who the hell are you with your frontal lobe not even formed, your executive functions not even formed, nowhere near your executive functions formed, but you think you're an adult? You ain't calling shit out. You ain't calling nothing out. You're making yourself look like a damn fool. If any little girls that have ever been affected, young ladies that have ever been affected by Keegan Nieto, I would love to hear your story. I would love to hear your story, ladies. Meow Meow says, Keegan, tell Manny we said hi. You were slurring your words. Ma'am. You know nothing has been removed from my Facebook, right? People can make up their minds. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Vanessa Tijerina, I can tell you this right now. Never in my life, ever in my life, I'm not talking about anything that I've ever been, anything, ever in my life. Vanessa Tijerina, never in her life, never in my life, never have I slurred my words. Ever. I have never slurred my words. Ever.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Never once. I may have stuttered, and you've seen me, even in recent videos, stutter sometimes. Stuttering is an indication, like bad handwriting. In ADHD folks, stuttering is an indication that your mind is going faster than your mouth can move, and that your mind is going faster than your hand can move. I have never slurred my words in my life.
Wow.
In my entire life. And I challenge.
It's like I'll be doing some research.
The Keegans of the world. Y'all, please go watch the videos. Please do. Watch them. They're on this timeline. Go down this timeline. That little shit that she's trying to get you to believe, go down this timeline. What, you think that just because you say, go watch the videos, that somehow they didn't already and they know you're full of shit? Or 2, that they're not going to and that they're going to know you're full of shit? Or are you literally counting on people not watching them and just believing you? Come on now. Come on. No, I'm using her as an example because she came over here, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, right? In the famous last words of a fool, a little Keegan Nieto, right? One more time. I challenge any human on the planet to post a video, go through all my videos, every single one in 7 years. This page, my other page. I challenge Keegan, take a screenshot, post where Vanessa Tijerina has slurred her words. Now, let me tell you something, Keegan.
Yep. Shanae, yep.
When you go through whatever bullshit you think you saw, and you realize, damn, she's right. She didn't slur her words ever in any video in 7 years. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Screen record it and like try to make it look like I'm slurring words?
Ugh.
Any of my videos? You can't do that because
That's what
all
she's
they
gonna
have to do is
say.
compare it to the live video.
That's what she's
And you're
gonna
shit out of
say.
luck.
Oh, you guys photoshopped it or whatever.
So to the Hey Pages, to the Keegans of the world, to everybody, regarding any slurring of any words, I challenge anybody to go through any one of my videos. Prove me wrong and show where I have ever slurred my words. Never once in my life, ever have I slurred my words. Not even coming out of anesthesia have I slurred my words. Not even coming out of anesthesia have I slurred my words, man, please. So anyway, you're watching if you follow me, you're watching one of the greatest stories that's ever been told, that will ever be told.
One of the greatest stories that has ever been told.
What about the ones of you smoking crack, though? Is that what that was? You know? I'm sorry. Did you test anything? Of anything? Have you ever tested a drink that Vanessa Tijerina has ever drank? Have you ever tested anything that Vanessa Tijerina has put in her mouth?
Really? She's going to say that was not crack in there? Or
tested
heroin or
anything
whatever? Really?
that Vanessa Tijerina has ingested? Ever?
Is there any other substance that after you use it, you say, this shit is good? Do you say that after a cigarette? Do you say that after a cigar? Oh, I said after a cigar. Okay, I smoke cigars. You guys have seen that video. Oh, man. She wants you to believe that was not crack or heroin or meth or something in there. I mean, I'm not knowledgeable on these things, which drug is smoked in that pipe. But it wasn't tobacco.
No, you haven't. I suggest that you be really careful slandering people. Because one day you're going to get yourself in trouble. All right? I think the new word for Karens should be Keegans. You're right. Christine Marie Nava says, we had Karens, now we have Keegans. Yep, the Keegans of the world. The Keegans are the new Nelly Olsons. So what else? What else? You thought you were a big badass? Tell her about this. Tell her about this. You know you're getting fed that, right? You know that they're feeding you that. They're trying to help you. Tell her about this. And tell her about this. And tell her about this. Because you're going to ruin her video where she's making a lot of sense. And it's a very, very good video. And let's just do that. Just do that. And you failed. And failed. And failed. And failed. Throughout this entire video. From now on, she's always going to be known as that Keegan Nieto. And unfortunately, anything that she accomplishes in her life, this is going to be the pinnacle of her life. Watch. What? Don't
Boy, she ain't full of herself,
watch
is she?
karma do its job. It's all down here. It's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here.
Oh, yeah, because your life has just been freaking perfect, right? Yeah. You're a freaking rock star.
All of it. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you say, Keegan. It doesn't matter. I promise you. It's you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's you. Anything else? Anything else? Shakes, whatever, what? Anything. The facts are this. No one has ever tested anything that I've ever eaten or drank on a video. Ever.
Eaten or drank? Yeah.
Which means anybody that says anything otherwise doesn't know shit they're talking about.
Because you don't smoke a freaking chicken sandwich, do you? You don't smoke pig ears, do you? Right?
I love y'all. I leave her here because, well, she don't mean shit. She can't do shit. And it's true. I love y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I will be live tonight. And thank you to the nail tech that volunteered this. Thank you so much. Anything nice? Bye. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. I need your prayers. I need your prayers. No, she's a real account. I need your prayers. This coming week especially. I want to thank everybody that has prayed for me all these 7 years. I thank everyone that has prayed for me in every single way. In every way.
Didn't you say on a video once, don't pray for me? Stop, don't say that. Don't pray for me. Remember that? That wasn't that long ago. I remember that.
And really quickly before I go on to say my closing remarks, did you notice how when I told Keegan and challenged Keegan to post a video or a screenshot of any of my videos, live videos, where I have ever slurred my words, did you notice how she never went back to that? Did you notice? Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Put your money where your mouth is. Don't be writing checks that your ass can't cash. Don't be writing checks that your ass can't cash. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Okay.
So I want to thank everybody that has given me prayers, that has sent me prayers, positive thoughts, vibes, all of that. Honestly, it takes my strength. I know it does. It takes my mental strength. It takes everything in me to continue going. But there ain't no way that I could get through this were it not for God, the universe, Jesus, and all of your prayers and positivity. I promise you. Every little bit helps. I promise you.
Don't be blasphemy in here, man.
There's things that I want to tell you that happened this week to affect next week, but I cannot tell you about them. But if you knew how hard people are trying to sabotage my freedom, to sabotage my life, people in power, to sabotage the relationship with my daughters, you all would be outraged. I can't say anything right now. I can't.
She's sabotaging herself.
I feel so bad for anybody's life that this little girl is going to affect. Look at what she's saying. In her, oh my God, this is crazy. Let me take a screenshot before she deletes it. Let me see. Okay. Look at what she said. Keegan Nieto. Y'all, go look up that weird stalker dude's page. She literally admits that he's a weird stalker. She admits it. Can somebody take a screenshot before she takes that down? Because I wasn't able to. This is why people whose brains, you really should not be coming over here if you're not, you don't even, let me put it to you this way. You don't stand a chance on this page, not looking foolish, if you come and step up to me on this page like this, if you at least give yourself a chance and wait till you're 25. I'm being serious. Because if you're 25 and younger, chances are you're going to wind up looking like a damn fool. I promise you. Because you don't get this. You will never accept this. You obviously don't know the science behind your own body. Or else you would understand. Thank you for the screenshot. Or else you would understand, Maria, thank you. You would understand that you're a fool coming over here like this. But look at her last comment. Y'all go look up that weird stalker dude's page. Never mind that I'm literally admitting he's a weird stalker dude. There's videos there that contradict all her weird paranoid stories. So who's weird? The guy that you said is a weird stalker dude, who you want us to see as a voice of truth and reason?
She's talking about John Allen, the one that she invited the public to come and meet her at a meet and greet. Remember that? You guys remember that video with John Allen? He didn't do nothing to her. He just talked to her. She invited everyone, so he went. He was probably in the area. So
against the woman that you're calling weird, I think you're the weird one. Yeah. Y'all both weird AF. You're like 40 acting this way. What do you mean I'm like 40 acting this way? But I'm not like 40. I'm 44 and I'm 6 years from being 50. Shit, I'm damn proud of myself. You are your age acting like if you're 6 years old. That's embarrassing. That's weird AF. That is weird AF. That is weird AF. That is weird AF. Okay, mean girl vibes. Okay? I hope you like your stupid prize, because I'm never going to take this video down. Ever. All right? Bye. I cannot believe that I even gave the time to somebody who literally their profile picture is a mirror selfie. Oh, wow. 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 Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've done maybe one of those mirror selfie profile pics, and that's it. That's it. But I cannot believe I did that.
Fakest fucking laugh I've ever heard in my life.
Actually,
this is almost over. Luckily, because I can't take much more of this
exactly.
tonight.
But like she said, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for the screenshot of her. Thank you. Meow Meow says she needs to go help Manny sell Avon. Look at her. Here she is, still not giving up, still kicking. You know, even cockroaches, when they're dying, even they keep kicking their legs. And here is Keegan kicking her legs while she's on her back. Why? Because I'm calling out your videos you post on social media. They're all there. You can't call out shit that I ain't proud of. They're all there. If I wasn't proud of that shit, they would have been on private status. They're all there. They're still there. They're still there. You ain't calling shit out. The only way that you can call a person out.
And this is what she does. She likes to spend her time arguing with these comments.
You haven't done that as much as you've
with
tried.
Her little minions who don't know her.
I didn't look for her page. It popped up on mine. You're a damn hater.
Who she tells, don't look at this, don't look at that, don't talk to them, don't talk to them, don't talk to this person, don't talk to that person.
Everyone knows it.
Only listen to what I tell you.
I would stop right now, Keegan. Because what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to wind up posting your profile with all of your comments, proving you wrong.
She likes to do that.
Including where you said that I slurred my words and I didn't. All right. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I feel sorry for Keegan's generations. Somebody called her Kegel. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be coming over here because they're gonna be. You come over here showing hate. I cannot control the people that are gonna come, for you. If your name becomes Kegel instead of Keegan, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. All right? That ain't my fault. Okay? That's not my fault. One more time to Keegan's family, to her friends, to her boyfriend, husband, whoever gonna want to now hate me. Nobody told your girl to come over here. Nobody. No one. Okay? Y'all, I need your prayers. I feel so sorry for the people that Keegan Nieto are going to affect, because she's going to try to do this to people in real life. At her young age, if she's like this right now, she's going to be disastrous in people's lives.
Look in the damn mirror.
She's going to be one of those that probably grows up into a person that creates hate pages and hateful rhetoric. I love y'all. Y'all be safe and well, and take care. All right? Remember, I love y'all. I really do. Denise Schwaderer, how are you? Thank you so much. She says, God is good, Vanessa. I really, today, by now watching, listening to you, I cannot get over the true haters out there. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cassie Brown. Thank you, Suzanne Perez Valdez. Love and light to you too. 369. Thank you, Lainey Metcalf. Thank you for everybody that is nothing like Keegan Nieto. I love y'all. You don't even know. I have been dealing with Keegan Nietos since I was in single digits. And to see people, so many people that are nothing like Keegan Nieto, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Denise Schwaderer, did you get to your destination? Because you were moving. Let me know that you safely got moved in, okay? All right? I really do care. I love you guys. Bye.
Oh, man. 3.5 hours of that. That's tough. So her day of reckoning is, one of them is on the 24th, which is Wednesday, I believe. That's Wednesday. And we'll see how she's going to be doing on Wednesday. Beyond that, she's got something coming up in October and September. September and October. So we'll see how she's going to be doing after that as well. I'm going to call it a night. There will be more of this coming up in the days to come. Sundays, I usually don't go live. I know I did the last couple of weeks. I have. Prefer not to. I really believe that people should spend time with their families or friends or loved ones, or even just with yourself, to get off social media for a while. So I probably won't be on tomorrow. But I'll make sure that I'm keeping an eye on things. Something comes up, we'll go live with it. Otherwise, I'll just see you guys on Monday. Thanks for spending 3.5 hours with the VT Chronicles. Yeah, because I'm sure we haven't heard the last of that. Quite interesting. The thought that she thinks there's going to be a book. Who knows? There may be, right? There may be a book. And they might turn that book into a manuscript and then turn that manuscript into a movie. You guys have been pretty funny. Who's going to play who? Been pretty good. Rosie O'Donnell's name was thrown out there. Yeah. We're not done talking about that part yet. Everyone, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Saturday night. going to be a YouTube thing. So spread the word. Get on YouTube. It's going to be a YouTube thing. All right. Fair warning. Everyone, have a great night. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. We will talk to you Monday. Unless something else comes up tomorrow, I'll pop in. Have a good night, everyone.